Welcome back to the Anorak Entertainment Podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Don Martino, and we are going to talk about the Spider-Man 3 trailer. Finally, it's here. Spider-Man No Way Home, more specifically. And not only are we going to talk about it, we're going to do a shot-for-shot breakdown of the trailer. I'm excited to dive into that today, but helping me do that is Miss Samee Ramirez. Samee, what's going on, and how you doing today?
Hello. Doing good as always. Yeah, no, I'm very excited to talk about this trailer. We've been talking about the hype up to it for forever. We all have our theories. And yeah, I'm really excited to get into this trailer.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about. So.
We do. We sure do. This will take up half the podcast, this trailer alone. But yeah.
It's not the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Cisco, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, guys? You guys catch the part in the trailer where Peter Parker is Spider-Man? Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah, a lot to talk about with that one.
I did not know that.
Big reveal.
That's good. No, it's exciting, man. I'm happy we're here. Thrilled. Finally, we don't have to keep asking where this trailer is. I don't know.
We leaked the footage.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
though.
shout out,
man, because that was it's the VFX artist that leaked it. Did you guys hear that? It was the VFX artist on the movie.
I kind of figured.
He accidentally leaked it, but he leaked it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who got a hold of that from him, but it's his responsibility to keep it safe, in which case he probably got fired. But you know,
no, that makes sense, because it looked like there were some of the visual effects weren't done, because I did watch the leak trailer, the blurry one, the video of someone watching it on their phone. Watch that one. Don't come for me, Disney. I know I just incriminated myself, but I'm sorry, Mickey.
He's with the sniper at you right now.
I know, literally. I just get taken out by Kevin Feige. I'm sorry. But no, it looked like there was a bunch of visual effects that weren't done. So that makes sense that it was a VFX person.
Yeah.
Looked like there's some that were done in the final trailer that weren't finished either, which we'll talk about.
Well, basically probably means that somebody stayed up all night finishing it. So they added at Cinemacon to present.
It was a long weekend for a chunk of people.
Well, it's really funny because when you think about it, a lot of people were speculating that we're probably going to get it at Cinemacon, seeing as Sony's got this big presentation. And what it turns out, that thing got leaked and it looked unfinished, meaning we probably weren't getting it at Cinemacon initially, but that they worked really hard to finish it and put it out. So it all kind of worked out for the best, at least on our end of things. I mean, there's a guy at Sony who's stressed out and on the phone with lawyers, right now, but it's other than that. I mean, it's it's good for us that we got
Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. Well,
get me who leaked it.
I mean,
I want answers.
The question is this a lesson for them to not sit on this shit way too long? Because honestly, I'm still confused as to why we didn't get it earlier. I mean, really.
To jump way ahead, I mean, it's in the trailer, so we'll talk about it. But I had a thing where, Wong is in Shang-Chi, correct? Or in Eternals. He's in one of them.
Wong is in Shang-Chi. That's in the trailers. I could say that. Yeah. He's great in that, by the way. And
there's there's a part in the trailer where he's packing his bags and he pieces out somewhere, and that's never explained. That's just not explained. So I'm thinking that may or may not have something to do with Shang-Chi. Dom, you cannot answer the question. I know you've seen the movie. Don't answer that question. I know you know the answer, but you can't. But that's what I thought. I was so maybe it has something to do with one of those movies and they wanted it to come out first, so that way you don't question that moment in the trailer. Yeah. But also everyone's just assuming that will be explained later, so it's not even a big deal.
I'll say this.
I had that thought.
I'll say this, and I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not answering your question either, but I'm going to say this, having seen Shang-Chi. There's something outside of that in the trailer. Not what you were asking about, but there is something outside of that that's connected to that whole thing of Doctor Strange and Wong that makes a lot more sense seeing Shang-Chi. But I'm not answering your question. I'm saying there's something outside of that. In this trailer that I saw, that because I know what happens in Shang-Chi makes a lot more sense now. yeah, it feels all more connected. So you'll see what I'm talking about when you see Shang-Chi. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's a freaking cool trailer. I mean, I have it pulled up already for us to check out here, and I mean, I say we just start breaking this thing down, piece by piece. Samee, you're gone again. God damn it! Hold on, we're gonna get you
every time we do a trailer thing. Yeah, I don't know.
I know.
We're gonna get you.
It
back.
Looks like the video though is it looks like
the video is pasted in her window.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. We're gonna get you back. Don't worry.
Because it's showing his face, and like last time I would have shown.
Samee got sucked into the multiverse.
I'm the multiverse. I messed it up.
We'll fix Samee here.
I got
guys,
stuck in
worry.
Spider-Man 2.
We will not do this without Samee, so we'll fix her.
You guys see James Franco in the trailer, Hobgoblin?
Get the hell out. No. I did see, holy shit, though, I did see a really funny meme, though. That was that meme from, from Spider-Man 3, right? When they're in the theater and he's, like, watching Mary Jane, and then...
I saw that.
He's, like, watching him from the balcony, just staring him down, and it was, like, James Franco watching Tobey Maguire being...
I know the audience is criticizing this hardcore, but we have to do this to get you back. I don't know why. Yeah. Oh man, so sorry everybody.
So sorry.
Yeah, way to fumble that bag, James Franco.
So sorry. Yeah. If you think you're seeing this, no, you're not.
I do have. Fine. It's funny you say that because I do have something about James Franco relating to this, but we'll get to that here in a minute. It's funny you bring it up.
Yeah, that wasn't the Green Goblin's like bomb. That was James Franco's.
That was James Franco's personal bomb.
Yeah.
Just James Franco, not even the Harry Osborn, like. Just
the actor James Franco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just has a collection of bombs.
Does, and they're all Green Goblin themed because, like. Yeah. You know,
because the movies, because remember you see This Is the End, he has all the props from his movies.
Right, I was gonna say he's got one for there's like 127 hours themed one, like This Is the End themed one.
Somebody probably did have to drive to his house and go get it. This is just to put in the movie. Like they were probably like, "Fuck, we don't have these anymore." Franco's got them. Let's go buy one off him. Anyway,
that going full spoilers ahead, that might have been my favorite moment of the trailer, though. Just full disclosure, when we see the bomb go, because I was not expecting that. I did not think we were gonna get Green Goblin stuff. I was thinking maybe Doc Ock, maybe like Electro, because that has been more like heavily confirmed in the media.
Yeah.
But I was like, holy shit, that made me like.
Or what's the
like
dude
that was the first time in the trailer. I was like taken aback.
Mark,
the other option.
Yeah, Mark woke up from his 9 o'clock nap when that happened. I mean, like I'm telling you, he was
just felt it and rose.
Oh my god, yeah, he's all about the Willem Dafoe coming back in this, but
it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, but I have something on that. We'll get to all of it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
All right, so let's try to look at this shot by shot here. So, all right, this is the trailer before the trailer, but
yes.
All right, so
I hate these. I hate that they do that.
I hate those too.
All right, so first,
they're on a roof
I
somewhere.
love this too.
Speaking of Spider-Man 3, also speaking of Spider-Man 3, this immediately reminded me of Spider-Man 3 when you have Peter and MJ on the big spider's web. Do you remember at the beginning of that movie?
Yeah.
I think that's how that trailer started too.
Exactly.
With them on the web.
So this MJ...
immediately, I was like, we love to see it. Immediately drop in Sam Raimi hints.
Multiverse.
Except this MJ's good. That's the difference. You know, but
get out of here. Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, she's awful. For life. She's awful. She's awful, especially in Spider-Man 3.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh, she's horrible.
I'm a Kirsten Dunst apologist.
Any women that you do like in films, Dom, or
any women you do?
Zendaya.
Other than Zendaya, we know. Anyone else?
Audrey Hepburn.
Name a woman, sir, for a dollar. For a dollar, sir, name a living woman.
Audrey Hepburn. Oh, living woman. Fuck. Kate Blanchett. All right.
Got him in the corner here.
Enemy quota. We have to name certain for a dollar.
I like plenty of women. in movies.
I was like in Deadpool.
Zendaya.
Deadpool. He's like, "What's it gonna be? Sarcastic comment or sullen silence?" You got me in
Jodie Comer. There you go. Speaking of women in movies, Jodie Comer. Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
Yeah, come on, I'm doing okay. Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, sure. For doing the bare minimum, we'll praise you.
Actually, right now, if you don't like Scarlett Johansson, you are a dickhead. So, I mean, let's be real.
You got to pronounce it like a silencer, like Florence Pugh.
Yeah. Hey, unpopular opinion. I like Jennifer Lawrence. Nobody likes her anymore, but I like her.
Ugh, and you're calling Kristen Dunst awful?
Oh, she's bad. Are you kidding me?
Get the hell out of here.
Jennifer Lawrence has won an Oscar, sir. Kristen Dunst is not
that
even
means
close.
What?
A lot.
That means what?
It means you get hired more, that's for sure.
Sure. I don't know.
You get that thing in front of your name on the trailers.
That to Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
I'll watch Spider-Man 3.
Should get hired.
Okay.
Watch Spider-Man 3 all day before Mother.
You can't pretend for a second that you don't like Jennifer Lawrence in Silver Linings Playbook. She's incredible in that movie.
That's probably the only one I like.
No, she's incredible.
American Hustle? Hunger Games? Neither of those?
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's great in Hunger Games and American Hustle.
Still never seen American Hustle.
I'll take Battle Royale.
No.
All right, we're getting off topic.
The Battle Royale is the Jennifer Lawrence character.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. All right, so we got this great shot Sammy was pointing out.
Yes.
I agree. It's definitely reminiscent of Spider-Man 3 with Peter and MJ there, which I really, really dig. I mean, personally...
His leg is in a 4. Did you see that? Is that like... Is that mean there's gonna be a Is there gonna be a Spider-Man 4 coming?
Possible. I like that though.
He's in plaid, she's in stripes. What does that mean?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Venom colors, black and white.
Venom colors.
Suit.
She is wearing black and white.
Does anybody have any real thoughts on this?
No.
All right.
We'll
move on.
I just the Spider-Man 3 comparison.
All right, we'll move on. Okay. So one thing I'll say though is I like their
So she's reading
dynamic.
The thing though.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I like their dynamic, and the one thing I'll say here is, I mean, it really feels like this trailer did a great job at making you feel like it's a continuation of those first two more than it is a nostalgia trip. You know what I mean? It's definitely a nostalgia trip, and like obviously those are the money shots when we get to them, but it definitely did a better job at like making sure that this felt like this is the kind of wrap up to the trilogy that, you know, the John Watts Spider-Man trilogy. And I think that the moments like this really help that.
Yes.
But yeah. So
also Kirsten Dunst married Jane over Zendaya any day. Just want to say that.
So I can't tell you how many people I want to fucking kill right now because so many people were saying that this is not going to be continued from that post-credit scene, and clearly, as we can tell,
it's gonna pick up.
They're taking right from that post-credit scene. It has, because there were so many people that were like, John Campy even was like, that post-credit scene is going to have nothing to do with this movie. I'm like, oh, you want to bet?
When is the post-credit scene not delivered like in the next film,
or has not mattered in the next one? Right.
He's like, it's not gonna have much to do with anything. I'm like, oh yeah, you want to bet?
Yeah.
So he was eating his words last night when he saw this.
Public Enemy #1.
All right, so we got I love this. I love this, like, to me, it's just, it makes the stakes feel higher, the fact you're seeing Peter in handcuffs personally. I love that. I really
what does that say on his like name tag, or where is this from? Because I realized, like, is this the FBI? Like, who's arresting
That's a good question. I'll back it up a little.
Because I know he's getting arrested.
I'm
assuming because of, you know.
First of all, what's Peter's shirt say? I'm just curious. Can anybody tell? Fun
it's
is
probably
real.
like a science. He wears a lot of like science pun things. Yeah.
Fun is here. Fun is here.
That's all I see is something. Fun is real. It looks like it says.
Fun is real.
Yeah. I don't know. Well,
I can't tell.
Some nerd shit.
The protege some nerd shit.
Yeah.
ID DOC.
Nerd, Peter.
Okay, so this is Charlie Cox, right? Like, easily, this lawyer over here.
Oh my gosh.
That's Charlie Cox.
100%.
They're not showing his
100%.
face. They're not showing his face.
I'm on board with that one.
Yeah.
100%.
That's Charlie Cox, easily.
Well, if you back up, the guy that we just saw also had a white shirt on, and he could have just taken his coat on.
And he does have like that kind of
right there.
Not that white. It's not that white though. Look at his though. Look at his. Wait. Okay, because
just be the lighting.
Shit. Fuck, we lost it.
Oh.
All right, we'll bring it back here in a minute.
Feige doesn't want us to talk about spoilers.
No, I'll get it back in a minute.
This is the Feige sniper.
Right.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh. That's what the Disney sniper sounds like. It goes Florence. Pew.
Okay, but in all honesty, I do think it's Charlie Cox. I know you're saying the other guy.
I hope it is, but you would think they would know not to reveal that.
They didn't show his face. That's why I think it's so quick. It's so quick, and they don't show his face. That's why I think that it definitely. Everybody knows he's probably going to be in this movie. I mean, those reports were happening forever.
Maybe I don't know. There's flimsy. There was a guy on Twitter. This is hilarious, by the way. It's a funny story because Twitter has like the spaces on there now.
Yeah.
Like stereo. And so I was in one, and some guy was like, "There's some obnoxious people on there, by the way. I kind of hated it at this point." But there was this one guy on there like, "Charlie Cox is confirmed to be in it. I have inside scoop information. It's definitive." And then we're all like, "Okay, what's the scoop? What's the info?" Well, Kevin Feige planned on having him in it. He always planned on having him. So yeah. And we're like, that doesn't mean he's gonna be in it. Yeah. It was like 10 of us in the room, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's a lot of people like jumping to that. Like he's definitely gonna be in it.
Well, I think it's more surprising if he is in it because Kevin Feige has made it very clear he likes to separate those Netflix shows as much as possible.
That's what I'm saying. It would be more surprising if he is.
Yeah, like, but
I think it's definitive.
I genuinely think that's him. True. I think the way that they showed that, I genuinely think it's him. They cut the head off. Like I'm telling you, it's got to be. And I want to look at the. I was trying to go back to that earlier shot too because they kind of showed him in the hallway there, and I want to see if it looks anything like him. It was more of a silhouette.
I guess it's a way to show him or introduce him if they did, but just for one movie though, it doesn't seem like that'd be. Just to have him in the one movie, like
yeah, I think it'd be a fun scene. I think it'd be a fun scene for fans. Honestly, I think people would probably freak out when they see him. You know,
yeah.
They like to do that, but I mean, so I don't know. I mean, I think that just wait till you see Shang-Chi and then you'll be eating your words on that. But I mean, that's not a spoiler. But no, I mean, because like you know, they will do something like that. They'll pull something like that. Trust me. Even things they have previously said they want to separate themselves from, they're bound to pull things like that. So, let me see if I can get this thing back up here now. So sorry about the delay, everybody. My PC decided to do an update right in the middle of everything here, so could be 1 second here. Working on it. So
that's what we get for talking during the trailer. Just like how Peter fucked up the spell.
That's what we get for trying to avoid a copyright claim from the mouse.
I see a lot of people mad about Doctor Strange, by the way. We haven't got to that part.
I've seen that too, yeah.
Me too.
I'm like, fucking Peter was talking the whole time too. What the fuck?
Yeah. I keep seeing a lot of people. Yeah, I keep seeing a lot of people be like, well, I just feel like Doctor Strange is so out of character in this trailer. And then being like, so what if that means that this isn't actually Doctor Strange and that like it's Mephisto or someone pretending to be Doctor Strange?
Oh, I've seen that.
And I'm
too,
like, guys, I think it's just you just feel like it's a little out of character in this 2 minutes of footage you've seen. But all right.
I'll say this: if you're putting your money on Mephisto, I don't like your odds. That's all I'm gonna say. I definitely don't like your odds.
The devil's in disguise. But there was a part where
I guess they showed the Batman trailer at Cinemacon, the new Batman.
Yeah,
really?
That's the thing. We got the Warner Brothers panel going on right now, so we're gonna be reacting to more stuff probably here. But that's I knew that was gonna take up all of our time.
Though, right? It's just
it might be. We'll see. It might be because that's But all right.
Because we will have to pause everything.
I know.
Like I
understand that. I understand that. No, we'll all watch it together if it pops up. Yeah. But no, for sure. Because okay. Let's see. I want to get back to this though. Okay, so here we go. We were somewhere around here. Let's go back to this. They showed a silhouette in the hallway. That's all I wanted to look at. Let's see. Right here is the guy. I think, but that doesn't.
Does it look like there's two people in the room, or is that someone like?
Yeah, somebody else is walking in the door, but I can't tell who.
Yeah.
It's too blurry. There's no way we're going to be able to make that out.
Yeah.
Although, it's not impossible that that's Charlie Cox. I'm just throwing it out there. It's not impossible. I mean, it's not one of those things where I look at it and it's like, oh, that's definitely not him. It's not impossible. Yeah. Honestly, the silhouette looks enough like him, but Let's get back to this.
Is his sidekick gonna be in it then too? What's his name?
Oh, I love that guy. I can't remember
What's his name in the show.
Can't remember.
Fuck.
All right, so here we go. So this right here.
Where is that?
That gives me
what is
vibes
this
of
place?
like the other Spider-Man movies, or like the Sam Raimi ones. I feel like we've seen that somewhere in there. But maybe not.
This?
I don't know.
Foggy Nelson.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was a place that we were shown in the trailer, but I'm like, where are we?
Somebody in New York is going to show us up and going to be like, "Oh, this is a big
university
deal."
The university
could be a university. Yeah.
He's going to college. Isn't it his senior year?
Yeah, I love the shot though. I love the shot. It's a really nice shot. It reminds me of like the video game a little bit too.
A lot of people think this is like the end of the trilogy or the Spider-Man or whatever, but
Tom Holland. I mean, it's the end of a trilogy, but it doesn't mean that John Watts isn't going to make more.
I don't think Tom Holland's done.
I don't think Tom Holland's done. No, I just think this is the end of like the John Watts MCU trilogy. I think that they're done with Disney after this, but they'll make more with Sony. I think is what's going to happen. I think they're done with Disney at least for the time.
But Mobius and Venom.
Yeah, they're kind of building that up. By the way, well, we'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, so we got some pretty,
he's in bed.
Yeah, pretty average stuff.
Texting Mary Jane probably.
This shot.
They're FaceTiming. Yeah.
Okay, this shot broke my heart.
Yes,
in all
devil
honesty,
in disguise.
This broke my heart. Like genuinely watching this. No, they're raising the stakes, man.
FaceTiming her.
Mm-hmm.
They're raising the stakes.
That was in the trailer before the trailer shot on the helipad.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this movie definitely starts like I can tell you what the first 5 minutes of this movie is.
Oh, sure.
Now, based on watching. But I like
that because a lot of trailers don't really tell you what the plot's going to be. Like
I can tell you maybe the first 20 minutes of this movie based on this trailer.
It tells you what it's going to be without giving away the whole movie. Because like I feel like once you see the money shots at the end, it's like all bets are off now. Because it can go any different direction, but it does set up a plot. It tells you the essentials that you need to know, and it gets you more excited because again, it doesn't just feel like a nostalgia trip. It feels like the genuine, natural continuation of the first two, and I love that.
Yeah, Aunt May looking like a fox, like always.
Oh yeah, Marissa Tomei, another female actress I like in movies. By the way, there you go.
Yes.
Another Oscar,
for the wrong reason.
Another Oscar winner.
Academy Award winner, Marissa Tomei.
Correct.
Thank you very much.
My cousin Vinny. Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, but yeah, I understand what you're saying, Sammy. You could definitely tell where this is.
That man.
All right, pause that. Because that took me a couple times. It took me like the third time.
That made me laugh so hard. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh, it's supposed to be. It's strange. I got it.
It is Doctor Strange.
I missed that.
That's
took
so
me like
funny.
the second time. Or
That's like
time,
a Walmart.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
I'm so glad you guys caught that.
Lights.
I didn't know that. I'm so glad you caught that. Wow, that's funnier now. That's funnier now.
And then the next scene they show was a strange scene. Yeah. So it's like they're almost like watch.
Yeah.
Like.
That's how he's gonna get the idea. He's like, I need help. What can I do?
He looks at it. He looks at it. Yep. Then goes to Strange's crib.
Also, I was like, what is this? I had the same question. I think so. This is the New York Sanctum, right? That's what it's called.
Right.
So I'm like, did they just not fix it or something?
They haven't fixed the roof.
Hulk smashed
in? I think the hole is fucked up still. Yeah.
He just never fixed it. Okay.
That was my interpretation.
So this guy can just light fires with the snap of his fingers, but he can't fix his fucking roof. Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that.
But
it's not Doctor Contractor, okay? Contractor Strange.
Yeah.
I
was like, Homeboy's wearing a hoodie, and I was like,
okay,
oh
wow, this outfit. This is gonna be my Halloween outfit.
That's gonna be a Halloween.
When Mysterio
super easy.
That line
also, is
great.
this in
that
school?
Feels weird, but I'll allow it.
I just realized that. Is he? The next scene, is he at school doing that?
Yeah. This looks like
That's
school.
Wild.
And I know it looks intense.
That.
It looks intense.
The prospect of Peter Parker being Superman unmasked
Spider-Man.
at high school.
Spider-Man.
I love to see it.
Spider-Man.
We love to see it.
Right.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
you said Superman.
Spider-Man.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Did I? I meant Spider-Man.
It's
I
right.
obviously meant Spider-Man.
Wasn't
I
that
didn't
from
even even realize I said that. Sorry.
He's like, why isn't it Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
What suit is this
Yeah,
though?
It's like it's not a name. It's
well,
Spider-Man.
The plural. Yeah.
He's
Spider-Man.
Somebody knows better than I do. What suit is this?
Venom.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it looks like the Venom
all
suit.
Black.
Yeah, it looks like the Venom suit.
I was thinking. So for me, I was like, well, if they're going to have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in this movie, and they're also going to be wearing red suits, I was like, someone's going to have to cave.
Yeah.
That was my idea. I was like, so they'll probably put him in black.
He's got the red suit on later.
Know who's who.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. And the red suit later, well, it can't all be misdirect, right? The red suit later. I don't know.
Doctor Strange is involved. It could all be misdirection.
We'll take a look. We'll take a look at it.
He's a magician, a sorcerer.
We'll take a look at it. But you're right, Sammy. Maybe he has to wear the red or black suit just so somebody,
claustrophobic.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! So I love this.
It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that we're getting Strange now, because I feel like we were like so like, come on, give us Strange, and he's just like all over this trailer so nonchalantly now, and it's just funny because I love it too, but it's just almost like Marvel was like, no, don't worry, we got you. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Yeah.
He's like, we saved half the universe. We're past Sir now.
Yeah. So Wong's taking off, right? Wong's like, don't cast a spell. He's taking off.
Wink.
Yep.
And then we got him casting the spell anyway. Okay. So
Doctor Strange is like, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Just don't even worry about it.
I don't know though. I mean, how do you guys feel about that whole thing? Because genuinely, okay, so on one hand I'm like, okay, Strange has always been over. Yeah. Strange has always been overconfident in himself. Strange. I put on Doctor Strange the other day. Like, he's always had that characteristic where he's overconfident. He's a cocky ass.
He's the Iron Man of the sorcery.
And he wants to test the limits of things. You know what I mean? If he's like, I don't know what would happen if I did. If there's a situation where he's like, what would happen if I did this? Nobody knows.
Right.
He would do it.
Right. My problem is
the Tony Stark of it too.
And I'm okay with that because this, it could be good for his character growth. To make a big mistake like this. My problem, and it's not necessarily a problem because obviously it'll probably be more fleshed out in the movie and make more sense. My problem with it is later on he's blaming Peter for this, it seems like. I don't know. But that's just where my mind goes.
I see the internet blaming Strange a lot, so that's why I'm like,
oh, it's Strange's fault.
I'm going the other way. I'm like, maybe Peter too has some fault in this too.
Oh, maybe once it, I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
It's kind of like if somebody like finds a magical genie in a lamp and makes a really bad wish and catastrophe comes from it, like, is it the genie's fault or the Witcher's fault?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
I
the
say
question.
the Wisher, so fuck you.
I say the Wisher too.
Yeah.
So
And that's a good point.
I did see a funny tweet though that said like, is Peter gonna be in a movie by himself without a Sherlock Holmes?
I saw that. Without a Sherlock.
Can he have
Holmes.
his own movie?
I just feel like I
thought that was funny.
I just feel like the difference from what you're saying, Sammy, is like Strange has a choice. Like genies don't have choices.
Right.
But that said, he's overconfident in himself. If he's gonna think that he can do this, Strange is gonna think that, and it's a good character building thing for him if he makes this big mistake.
But in the next scene, he says the multiverse is a power which we do not know.
Yeah.
Frighteningly little.
By the way, I do love how Strange gave Iron Man so much shit because Spider-Man was his ward, and now it's like Spider-Man is Doctor Strange's ward, which I really like that. But let's move on.
Yeah.
MCU loves doing that.
Oh yeah.
And this is what the reason why this is happening so fast and stuff, I feel like it's because Doctor Strange was like, oh cool, you want me to do something that I've never done before that might be dangerous? Cool, let's just do it. Done and done. And before Peter even has a moment to really think about it, it's done.
Oh, I think one of two things. I mean, number one, it could happen a little bit differently once we see the movie. It could feel more fleshed out, a little less rushed. But on the other hand, they're kind of trying to give it the tone of something that feels a little bit more like a Doctor Strange movie too. At the same time, and if you watch Doctor Strange, that movie is very, that's kind of just the pacing of a Doctor Strange movie, and so I feel like
very fast.
They're kind of trying to do something along those lines here, because once Doctor Strange gets going, it just goes, like that movie, right. and this they're kind of trying to do the same thing. It felt very reminiscent. It was the first thing I thought of when I watched this was the Doctor Strange movie. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's kind of trying to incorporate that tone a little bit while keeping it still Spider-Man's movie. And that's the other thing I like here too is, we could watch Captain America Civil War and they could have named that Avengers 2.5 or whatever and nobody would have given a shit. I feel like even with Doctor Strange, the Doctor Strangeness of all and all the nostalgia, this needs to be Spider-Man's movie. Like, you have to call it Spider-Man something. You know, it doesn't work any other way. It still feels like it's definitely going to be Spider-Man's movie. And I feel that way about all three of them so far. I know people have complained about the fact that Iron Man was there in the one and all that, but I still feel like it's they've all been Spider-Man's movies. If you called it something else, it'd feel weird. But all right, let's keep going. Those colors, man, so beautiful. It's Christmas. Let's go. All right.
So what do you think he does exactly?
Love that Inception shit.
Like, what do you think exactly happens? Does it?
I think the spell just goes wrong.
Does he take him? But like, what do you think he was trying to do? Like, take them to a multiverse and plant Peter in that multiverse? Was he trying to go back in time somehow?
I think
No,
that makes sense to me. I think he was definitely
trying to do.
I think he was definitely trying to play with time. I mean, without a doubt, we know that.
Rick and Morty shit.
We know that he's definitely trying to play with time, but he fucked up. You know, that's the thing. He messed up along the lines, and he made this like, look at that. It looks like Inception, for crying out loud. It's great. Yeah. It's great. But
Doctor Strange did too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's insane. I mean, I think that
I just want to know, like, what was the intent though? You know, because obviously for Peter to be able to live regular life and stuff.
Is it like a Men in Black thing where they wipes the memories of all the people that know?
I mean, maybe that is his intention, was to
do something like that. Yeah.
Well, maybe he was just trying to put him in a different timeline that was extremely close to ours, except the one difference is they didn't find out he was Spider-Man. Because you think about Doctor Strange, he can see all these different outcomes. Remember the?
Well, he phrased it too. He phrased it like, when he did that, he ruined it. Can you go back before he did that?
Yeah.
I forget the exact phrasing of it, but
okay, let's listen. Let's listen really quick then.
It seemed like kind of a time thing.
All right, that's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
I think it's more back.
The spell.
Okay.
Oh my god, wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
Wait.
Farther back.
MJ's gonna forget
about maybe like 15 seconds.
It's when he first asked.
Further back?
The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone?
Wait, so the entire world's about to forget that
That's not
Peter
how the spell
Parker.
works.
That's just so vague.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? How? I want to know. These are the questions I have.
Well, you think about Doctor Strange, right? Like, think about Avengers when he's telling Tony Stark how he saw how many different outcomes or whatever. I feel like it's the same thing here. I feel like it's the same thing here. I feel like this spell puts him maybe not in a different universe or different timeline, but a different outcome is what it puts him in. It changes the outcome of an event. Like, I feel like that's what he's kind of trying to work on, which scares me a little bit, because if by the end of this movie he figures out how to pull it off, that's just going to mean anything's possible from now on in the MCU. It's going to lower the stakes as long as we have Doctor Strange around. So that scares me a little bit. But we'll see. Maybe he doesn't figure it out. You know what I mean? Maybe he never masters it in the movie. Maybe he's just able to reverse the spell and Peter has to figure out how to live with everybody knowing that he's Spider-Man. Or Peter jumps into a different timeline and Doctor Strange closes the loop and Multiverse of Madness, you know. We'll see what happens. But because that could be how it ends, is Peter's stuck in a different timeline by the end of this. We'll see.
He has no way home.
Well, I think the other thing too is he's got to be jumping timelines, because there's that part in the movie where Strange goes, "You're trying to live two different lives." So I don't know that he's necessarily. He might just be referring to, though, the fact that he's trying to be Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Like, he's trying to be the teenage boy and the hero.
That's how I took it.
That's a possibility, but he could also be talking about the fact maybe Peter's jumping from this crazy ass timeline into the real world, and maybe he gets into the crazy timeline, you know, figures out his way in there. He figures out how to access that, and then he jumps in there and sees that, oh my gosh, in this timeline, shit's messed up. I gotta help this city in this timeline. And so
maybe he doesn't like it and he wants to go back or something.
Yeah,
and it fucks it up that way.
Right.
Maybe he's jumping back and forth. There's a lot. See, here's the thing. This is the crazy, because everybody was like, okay, it's all gonna tie in. It's like, yeah, not really though, because this seems like they're going for something a lot more simplistic than that, but yet we still have so many questions. we'll figure it out.
Still has to do with time and variations
For
on
sure.
time, though.
For sure. And it's good to have Loki there because it introduces you. Loki introduced us to all that, but it's not all as interconnected as a lot of people thought it was going to be. I don't feel like, so
it's all connected, bro.
It is, but it's not as interconnected as my point. They're kind of making it their own story. Like, I don't think you would have to have absolutely have seen Loki to understand this movie. You know what I mean? Like, personally, but we'll see. I could be wrong about that. Just continue here though. All right, so we get to this part that looks like Inception. We watched all this here. Yeah, I did love this though. For sure. Yeah, this is intense. So we get to. Oh man. All right. So here we are. So that looks like
I just noticed too at the end of that, after all of like the thing happens, at the end of that on the table, there's like you see there's like an energy thing like circling each other.
I don't want to talk about it because I know something about that, but
oh my god, okay.
So
see, I see him seeing things. I'm seeing things.
Yeah. I don't really know that much, but
okay. Moving on. Let's move on then.
All right,
keep moving on. I just didn't notice that until the last time you showed it.
So
seeing that, like,
I'm eating my words really quick because I was giving y'all shit for Doctor Strange flying and shit when you were saying that was his shadow in WandaVision, but here we are.
This looks like, you know what I mean? I'm like, is this time travel? Is this interdimensional? Like, what are we doing?
It's like Inception, but with time. You know what I mean? This is like how I feel like, because not that you can, I don't think he's like, not in the sense that they're going to be able to morph their world or anything like that, but I think that
Power Rangers are the only people that can morph, let's be honest.
It's morph time.
They're mighty morphin'.
I think what we're seeing though is kind of, we're going to get a lot of vibes of Inception. I feel like every dimension or that they enter or universe, it's all going to feel very unique to that. You know what I mean? I think that's what we're going to kind of get here, but yeah, I don't know what this is though. Like it's almost like they're entering a black hole, but it's a white hole, so it's like they're entering a different dimension almost,
yeah,
in a way. That's the vibe I get, but I don't know. But I do love this a lot. Like, it's cool because it does. Strange says we're folding space-time, right? Which is like, that's an actual real life concept, which is kind of crazy to think about. But like, you can see, like, that's kind of what it looks like. Oh, right there. Let's go back to that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know. That's Electro.
That's Electro right there. Obviously, we can't see him in full form, but the yellow is interesting.
Also Sandman ?
Maybe. I was thinking about that
Could
too. Because there's another shot later I was going to bring up Sandman, because he definitely looks like,
looks more, I know what shot you're talking about.
But this is interesting because the yellow lightning that we're getting out of this, which Shazam
crossover.
Ooh. That'd be something.
Zachary Levi, I feel like would be like done.
Yeah. Nothing would surprise me, but no, I mean, I feel like it's interesting. They're clearly going to switch up the blue look, so they're going to go for, we'll see if he's yellow or not. I doubt it.
More in the comics.
Yeah,
he's yellow in the comics.
He is yellow in the comics, yeah, so it makes more sense. But
I feel like they probably will, for no other. I mean, like, it probably, that just looks better in my mind imagining it.
Oh yeah.
But also because everyone's gonna agree that it looks better, and to differentiate
the Jamie Foxx one. Let's be honest.
Well,
no one really liked Jamie Foxx Electro, so if we're trying to do a reimagined version of it, a lot of people are gonna need to visually.
It is Jamie Foxx's Electro. It's just going to be a different version of that, but I mean, I mean, it's I mean, when you think about it too, I tend to associate yellow more with lightning, even outside of the comics. Like, with lightning, I tend to associate it.
It's just a smart decision.
His outfit in the comics is so corny though.
Yeah,
it's like, you remember in like WandaVision when Vision wears that Halloween costume, and it's like so corny.
Yeah,
like Electro's has like, he's like a mask and it has like little lightning coming out of it. It's like so hilarious.
He looked good in the games though. He looked good in the games.
It looks so funny. Those old villains. If they do guys in masks.
Yeah, if they do something like the games, I wouldn't be too upset though, because he looked pretty good in the games, I thought. Yeah. Let's see.
Remember like the one-liners in Electro had?
Oh yeah. God.
You don't know, it's Electro. I was like, oh, he raps now.
Yeah.
Is that one of his powers?
Yeah. Cool.
I'm like, I don't know where the hell they are.
I don't know what this is supposed to be. See, I almost feel like we're watching this train in different dimensions, though. Like, I don't feel like this is like a mechanical thing. Like, it almost looks like it at first glance.
What if every train is a different dimensions? Like,
they all lead to a different. They all lead to a different dimension. That's how I feel. Look at it. It all looks like an extension of the same train. You know what I mean? It's not like a
revolver
thing.
with the different chambers.
It's like branching off, you know what I mean? It's like branching off from itself.
Yeah, so they're both going here. It looks like they're both going to different spots. Him and Doctor Strange, which I feel like is I love that shot. I love that shot.
There's the money.
Yeah,
that is the money right there.
Endgame shot.
Yeah,
with the Hulk.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that one Tom Holland's? It's got to be the size. Yeah, it's got to be. It's Tom Holland flying out of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that 100%. What he means with the two lives, leading two lives?
Maybe.
Because he's separating him,
right?
Yeah, well, we've seen that trick before when Tilda Swinton did it to Mark Ruffalo, and
it's like astral. It's like forcing someone to astral project.
Yeah. I mean,
but that have we ever seen that done on like? Oh no, we have, because the Ancient One does it to Doctor Strange in the first one. But I was like, have we ever seen that done on like a conscious person though? But I was like, we have.
Not on Peter though.
But, not on Peter though. Yeah.
No, I mean
Peter.
It's interesting how many different suits that they're using in this, though. I gotta say,
I love it.
Me too. It's just
it makes sense. It makes sense for the movie.
It's gonna be a long movie. It's gonna be a long movie.
Also, what the hell is that box, man? What's with the box?
That's the
what's in the box?
What's with this? What's in the box? I was like, oh no, guys, what's with this Justice League?
We saw that box before.
Box?
We saw that box before.
And I don't know if I've seen that. Where have we seen that box?
Doctor Strange, I think it's in the movie. I believe. I can't remember what it
does. Yeah, it looks familiar.
Do they talk about it though?
Think a little bit.
I don't know if I know what that is.
I didn't finish it when I put it on the other day. I need to rewatch it for sure. It's one of my favorites, but
my first thought, I was like, are we trying to stop Steppenwolf? Like, what's with the box?
I know we've seen that. I know we've seen that before.
Okay.
It does look familiar. I'm with Dom on this one.
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen it before.
We got the Iron
Spider suit.
We're going with so many suits in this.
So many.
I'm trying to analyze this shot right here. I don't know if anything is hidden.
Also, do you think, just popped in my head, because that shot looks to be from the bridge, from fast forward to the very end, but when we see when we're going to see Green Goblin and Doc Ock.
A little bit.
And I'm like, I just imagine that, like, you know, Peter sees Doc Ock and stuff, and he's like, hello, Peter. And then Peter brings out like the Iron Spider stuff, and Doc Ock's like, did you always have that? When did you get that?
Yeah.
And I love to see it. I hope that happens.
Happy's back. Good to see.
Happy.
All right, this is Sandman, right? Like it has to be. Let me go back.
And it's with Electro again.
That's the Sandman one.
So,
I want to point something out here. Let me go back to this real quick.
Happy.
Okay, it's really hard to see on the screen.
Thinking the lizard,
right? Yeah.
Really? Okay, I thought I saw Goblin coming at him with a glider for a second in the background.
Oh,
people
the
are
internet
thinking
is saying
that arch is a tail.
It does look like lizard now that you say it. I wasn't thinking of it when I first watched it. I haven't really looked at the internet's theories yet, guys. So just so you know, I'm going off my own judgment here.
No, it's good that we get everybody's different things, because we're all don't know shit. You know what I mean, we're just guessing here.
Well, look at this. Like, it's possible it's lizard for sure, but there's like this. Okay, that looks like lizard now that I'm seeing it that way.
Because it's like a pointer. You can kind of see like the pointer of his tail.
I was kind of looking at this thing, and it kind of looked like a glider coming at him, but maybe I'm wrong. No, now that really.
Or what if
like
it's
lizard.
Scorpion, dude? What if it's a misdirect? Scorpion has a tail as well. I just thought of that.
Scorpion makes sense because they've already teased him, so that makes a lot more sense.
That'd be crazy, dude.
Scorpion would be cool. I bet you it is because they've already teased him in the MCU or So
I'd like that. I'd actually like to see that.
It makes sense. All right, so this is what I'm thinking looks like Sandman, but
there's no way that's not. Come on, Come on.
Well, it's
Like
interesting.
Electro and
'cause
Sandman.
I don't know if you can see my cursor, but you got like all this shit going on down here too. So it almost
They're
looks
gonna
like
be Thomas Hayden Church
And
again.
that's
Oh, God.
that's like a person. That looks like the sand
Yeah.
is composing into a human person thing.
yeah.
And I do think it is going to be Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, I
'cause
do
think that'd be
I do
really
too.
funny.
Sadly, I do too.
All these people get checks.
I
Why
know.
not?
I think they're gonna.
Hey,
I
man.
think they're gonna give them all checks.
Look,
I
I'm going to
think
say the
that's
same
what
thing
they're
about
doing.
Thomas Hayden Church. I'll say about Jamie Foxx.
actor.
They could redeem these actors.
Great actors.
Yeah, they're good actors. Yeah, exactly.
The
And they can
thing's
redeem
a
them.
the things a good director and a good script
Yeah.
can do for an actor.
It'll fix
are-
anything. Yeah,
It can fix anything.
it'll fix
yeah.
anything. It really will. And John Watts is a great
Or it
director.
can ruin everything.
Or it
It
can,
can
ruin
ruin the great
everything,
actors.
that's true. Very, very, very true.
Definitely could. But no, you got all this shit going on down here. Like this almost looks
Mhm.
like an extension of lizard or scorpion, maybe even going down here. That looks like a tail and like lizards
that
coming at
does,
him.
yeah.
And then on the top left of it, we have Electro. And then here comes the big money shot that everybody's
Oh my
talking about.
God.
And that's awesome.
That was
That's
the money
amazing.
shot for me, man.
Yeah. But
Hobgoblin or Green Goblin though? I'm just playing.
Good
It's
question.
Green
no,
Goblin.
listen, I
Like,
Well,
that's a good question.
listen.
Willem Dafoe.
You see the green?
Come on,
That's green.
he's in it, dude.
well,
He's in
probably, but listen, here's the thing. So right after this, and I want you guys to listen to it because right after this, the voice comes up. Be careful what you
Oh,
whisper,
yeah.
Parker.
James Franco.
It's Franco. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit if he's in the movie or
Okay.
not. It's
I've
James
heard that.
Franco. It's James Franco.
You know, if Defoe's in it, I really think Franco's probably in it too.
It
At
took-
least a little bit, or
Listen,
his voice,
I
or
mean,
something.
it took me a few listens
They could have just
because
used it for the trailer, and he's not.
that's
in
what
it.
I'm saying.
They
I
could
don't
just
care
be-
if he's in the
Yeah.
movie or not. This soundbite is Franco because, like, it
He's
took me a few
definitely-
listens, but
I feel like he's definitely acknowledged, and there's definitely like I feel like you might hear his voice or something.
Well,
Maybe see a picture of him, an image of him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. When I heard
Something
it, I
like
was like,
that.
I know I recognize the voice, but
He'll
it's
be
not. It's not
acknowledged,
Defoe,
at
and it's
least.
definitely not Alfred Molina.
Uh-huh.
It's not either of those two. And I'm like, where's that voice?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it, and then finally it hit me. I was like, oh my god, that's
Like,
fucking James
he-
Franco.
There's
if I've ever heard
also
him.
I think it's a real missed opportunity also if you have like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin in here and you don't have like Tom Holland, Peter Parker like figure out about Harry Osborn and stuff. Like if he's gonna
Yeah.
learn about Oscorp and stuff and he's gonna know who they are, then he'll have to figure out who Harry Osborn
But
is.
then who is
and
that?
that's a real missed opportunity.
Who's
if
the
they
Harry
don't go down that
Osborn?
route.
Who's the Harry Osborn in Tom Holland's universe? Like we don't know. You know what I mean?
Well,
Right.
people
Yeah.
have said like Ned, but I think we're
Huh?
past the point of
Well,
a Ned turn. I think if Ned was going to
no.
be evil, we would have gotten
Well, maybe
hints or
not.
something.
Maybe
about
not.
it
Maybe he
by
doesn't
now.
have to turn, but maybe Ned is
No.
still kind of the proxy Harry Osborn because you look at like MJ and she's like,
I'm saying literally who like if Harry. I'm saying like if Harry Osborn is in it, but then what if? And we're
Well-
saying there's multiple different versions of people.
Oh.
We haven't seen the
Mhm.
Harry
Right.
Osborn in Tom Holland.
and they
Spider-Man.
could still
We
introduce that
It
later.
could be
in-
it could be a big
Gotcha.
actor that we have no idea about because we're so focused
Yeah.
on the
Right?
old actors.
True. Well, you
That could be
could
a switch or
you-
something.
True.
I don't know.
True. It's a good
I'm
point.
just throwing
it's
shit out
it's
there.
a really good point, but no, I think
But
that
yeah.
the thing is like you can introduce that later too and make it make sense the same way that
Yeah.
we have multiple different versions of Peter now in this universe. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
we know Garfield and Maguire are showing up. I mean, all right, so
You
listen
think
to
any
the
of the
voice.
ladies are showing up? Mary Jane, Gwen,
Kirsten Dunst has been rumored.
Spider Gwen.
Emma Stone's been rumored, you know? I mean,
Emma
oh my
Stone,
god,
yeah.
I just caught it. Do you see it? That's Goblin right
Yeah.
there. That's him right there. I paused it right at the right spot. That
You
is
have to, like,
Goblin.
zoom in.
Oh, that
I
like
don't know if I can. Hold
The
on.
glider.
the glider.
That's him right there. I'm telling you.
I could, yeah. could be the
Fuck.
glider.
Can I do it? Hold on. Oops, shit. That's the wrong thing. Hold on. I'll get it
I
zoomed
see
in.
what you're looking at.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold
It's
on.
too far for me. I can't.
I'm working on it.
Maybe though. I just see like a spot,
Mhm.
like a dark spot.
Let's see. Hang on.
Yeah.
There we go. Hold on.
This scene, man, like if we are really gonna like have this whole battle
there.
thing on this bridge and have all of these villains
That looks
just
like
come
Goblin to me.
after Tom Holland, I'm like not gonna survive. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna
Well, it's not
pass
gonna
out
be just
into my
him.
popcorn.
If they do that, it's gonna be all the Spider-Man versus all the villains. That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even say that to me. I'm like, I can't. I
Plus-
physically, like, I can't. That
Well-
is everything I could have ever want in life.
Do you think? Oh, we're gonna get to Alfred Molina in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have a question about all this too, and I'll pose it later. But listen to the voice though. Let's take care of this because I need to know that you guys hear Franco too. Because I'm telling you, this is Franco. I don't care if he's in the movie or not, but it's him. Listen to it.
Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
You need it one more time?
Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
Wait.
Be careful what you wish for, Parker. Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
I hear it. I hear it.
I'm telling you. Whether he's in the movie or not, I don't know. But they either had him come in to do that for misdirect, or they pulled that.
Is that a line in one of the movies, or no?
It could be a line in one of the movies, and we're just forgetting about it.
I couldn't remember.
I know. I don't remember.
That's his voice, regardless of if he's in there. I'm telling you, that's James Franco. There's no way it's not. It sounds just like him.
And I don't think he ever calls. Yeah, he never calls him Parker. You know.
No.
James Franco.
Well, maybe he's calling
He
this one
just calls him Peter.
I feel like he calls him Peter every time.
He might
like
call
he
this
would never
one
be
Parker.
like, "Be careful what you wish for, Parker."
Yeah, that's more of a goblin, Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Well, if it's the goblin form of
yeah.
Franco though, then he might call him Parker. But
maybe.
I'm just saying that
maybe it's a multiverse where Franco is Green Goblin instead of Hobgoblin or something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's too many possibilities.
Yeah.
What if? Ponder the question.
That's what I'm saying.
What if
Harry is the Green Goblin?
What if Harry?
I am curious on who this lady is in here too. I mean, she might.
MJ's mom?
She might be.
No?
Maybe that's what I was thinking. It might be.
Maybe.
We never
Wasn't
seen her
she in the
before,
first movie?
No, not MJ's mom.
No.
You're thinking of Liz, the other one.
Oh, that's right. My
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, I
He
forgot
wasn't with
dating
MJ in the
other-
first one, right? You're thinking of Liz. We never did see MJ's mom, so it could be.
Yeah.
It's
we know
possible.
like literally nothing about her home life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my guess then. Well, it's
Yeah.
probably
But she could be nothing significant too. You know what I mean? She could be
be like a lawyer person.
Yeah,
right. She's just on the street like this crazy ass white boy.
Just a person, yeah.
But the fact that they showed her and the way she's looking at him, like it makes
She's
me
like
curious.
she's in the pre-trailer sequence, and this I feel like she has to be somebody like. And I feel like I've seen her before in other movies.
She could just be
she's an
like a
actress.
passerby, like being like, "Oh my God, he's Spider-Man," you know, because everybody knows now, you know. So that could be.
But
it.
I don't know. She does.
And he's close to her car.
True.
Like, why is he so close?
Like she knows something. She's aware of something. I don't think she's just like a random.
Oh my God.
She knows something. I think because
it's
if a
Mephisto.
random person,
We found
it's
him.
Mephisto. That she found him. That's why they keep showing this in the pre-trailer.
Yeah.
Because trying to.
They do show it in the pre-trailer. No, let's be real. They do always show that shot. They show that shot in the pre-trailer. So, let's see. All right. So here comes the big money shot.
Mephisto.
Oh, love this.
Hello, Peter.
He's not talking to Tom Holland there though.
That was gonna be my
I had
question.
that thought too. Yeah, I had that thought too. Like, how do you just know?
And if he is, I don't think it's in this scene. If he is,
Yeah.
I don't think it's Tom Holland. I think it's
Tricky editing.
I think it's Tobey Maguire. Well, look, even
I think so. Yeah.
like this city definitely looks like shit's going down and stuff, but it doesn't look like this. You
The
know
other
what I
one
mean?
looks dark. Like
Yeah,
super dark.
look at everything that's going on here. There's no way that's the same spot. Yeah, it's like
Unless there's like hella
It's-
smoke
I
bombs or
feel-
something.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's like it's different moments. Like I feel like it's at the same place, but it's different moments in time of
Maybe.
that scene.
maybe.
You know.
And
Yeah, because I could really see, you know, them just like cutting it in a way that it looks like he's talking to Tom Holland, but in
No.
the
That's what
movie
they
he's
did.
not. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think yeah.
Because I had that same thought too. And I was like, how do you just know? He wouldn't just know that that's Peter Parker. He doesn't know what he looks like, who that is.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. He knows one
Toby.
version.
Aging aside, he looks great. I mean, come on.
He looks really good.
Like
No,
he looks like he's back
That
in
looks-
the role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
there's
Doc Ock
some,
right there,
there's some
man. That is
de-aging
Dr.
going on
Octavius right there.
in
Well,
that.
there are differences to this too, by far, because
yeah.
you look at him and he doesn't have the like Doc Ock had like the goggle type glasses. Like he's just wearing sunglasses. It looks like, you know.
Mhm.
Mhm.
The hair is different. There's definite
Yeah.
differences. So it's
They're
weird.
aging for sure. He looks different. He looks younger.
Well, the weird thing about that
compared to what
is
he looks now.
Looks different.
That Alfred Molina said that they're taking right from the Spider-Man 2 one, and they definitely made some aesthetic changes if that's the case, like big ones.
He could just, I don't know. He could just not know what he's talking about.
That's possible.
True.
He was the first one to like spew off like that he's in it and like whatever.
The teeth, they're doing something with the teeth too, by the way. Like, I don't know if you noticed that.
Hello, Peter.
Look at the teeth. They're doing something there. Those aren't his teeth. That's different. I don't think they're his teeth.
Deep fake?
Deep fake teeth.
I love that shot though. I mean, come on, it looks
Hello,
awesome.
Peter.
Then we got him in the iron suit. And there's no way, by the way,
Spider-Man theme.
There's no way that Peter takes on Goblin by himself. So other people are around. I guarantee it.
Oh,
or not Goblin, Doc Ock. There's no way because there's other.
And it looks like they're together. Because I'm telling you that there's a whole thing on that bridge.
Yeah.
Them and it's gonna be a big thing. I feel like it's probably like the midway through big action scene. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
I feel like that's what this is.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be everybody.
Yeah.
I really feel like it's gonna be everybody.
So my question is.
No way he does that on his own.
So my question is, how long do you think this movie's gonna be?
2.5 hours.
I think it's longer. Personally.
My instinct is to say like 2:45.
Yeah, I think 2:45 sounds right to me.
There's
no way you can make
maybe
a long time.
I could see it though going like 2:15 though.
Yeah.
And being not as long as we think it is.
No, me too, because they've done that before with many things in the past where it's like, oh, this has to be long.
Infinity War was 2.5.
Yeah. I mean, and then you had Endgame.
Yeah, I don't think it's longer than Infinity War actually. So maybe like 2:20 something.
Ooh. It's gonna be hard to flesh it all out, I think.
2:20.
I understand
First
that
Avenger, the both other Avengers are like 2:20. That's the first two Avengers.
Look at all these characters
Probably
that they're clearly bringing in. They're clearly bringing in a lot here. And I understand they're using the multiverse to explain a lot of this away, but you got a lot of story to flesh out because you have the whole thing. You're going to want to, like I said, and it seems like they are, you're going to want to still make this feel like the continuation of the first two movies before you really dive into this multiverse stuff. You want to set it up that way. You want to spend some time away from all that before you do it if you're going to make it great, if you ask me. And I think it's going to take a lot of time. But the other scenario is that it is only about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. A lot of the stuff comes towards the end, and we continue it in Multiverse of Madness. Because I'm still going to stand by the possibility that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are not in this movie, and they just are in Multiverse of Madness. That's a possibility, too. Because they're saying they're not.
Well, that's why I think it doesn't have to be.
So they're not technically lying.
Right. Multiverse of Madness could be a direct continuation of this, and but so it's possible they really leave this off. I also think that there's something to be said about the fact, though, that John Watts is probably going to want to finish out his trilogy. So I also feel like there's going to have to be a completion to this on some level, or something about this is going to have to feel complete. I don't think they'll go full cliffhanger, personally. So I'm going to go no less than 2.5 hours. No less, personally.
That's what I said, 2.5. But yeah, the other Spider-Man are 2:10. I looked at the new one, the MCU ones are 2:10.
Yeah, so they can tack on 20 minutes for the third one. They've earned that. It's not like they haven't earned it. And I don't think any of us would be disappointed if it was 2.5 hours anyway. I mean, I think we'll want to eat up every minute.
No, this is like my most anticipated.
Like if we were
like
betting
Avengers.
on, if we were betting on like what we think like it might be like down to the number, I go something maybe like 2:23. Like that's how long it is.
I just
like
want
I
a
don't
good
think it
movie,
quite reaches
I really
2.5,
don't care.
but
right.
I know.
Make a good movie. Yeah.
It needs
priority.
to be however long it is or however short.
Of course,
that's how it needs.
If
to
it's
be.
great, it doesn't matter how long it is. I'm thinking though that they can't get away with it for any less than 2.5, just because.
And I always like shorter because let me tell you, I've been seeing a lot of new movies lately, and they're all like 2.5 hours, and I'm like, why?
I don't think you'll give a shit when you watch this.
Shitty movies, 2.5 hours.
I don't think you'll care watching this one though. Personally, I mean, this is going to be like an event. This is right at the end of the year. I feel like this is going to be the one that really gets people back in the theater, especially.
Even Endgame though, man, I'm like, I need to pee, dude, and then you got to wait through all the credits. It's like
that is a downfall. Damn. That is definitely a pitfall of seeing them in the. You're
seeing in the theater. You don't want to miss anything.
True.
Like shit.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I mean, I personal, just to give a overall review of the trailer here, and I'll let you guys go too. But here's my thoughts. I think this movie's going to be awesome. I'm definitely, it managed, the trailer was good. It managed to make me even more excited for the movie than I already was, and I didn't think that was possible, but it really did. And I like that it gave us a premise of what was going to happen. We have a clear direction, I feel like, of where we're going. Feels like the natural continuation of the first two. I speculate for myself, this isn't going to be the case for everybody, but I speculate for myself, I'm still going to like Shang-Chi better. I think that Shang-Chi is still going to be better than this one for me.
Wow.
And that's a lot to do with the fact that I'm always going to be for the more original story over the one that, you know, uses the more fan service. And I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite Marvel character. Not my favorite in this MCU, but my favorite Marvel character overall. And, you know, I it's great. And so, I mean, I'm going to love the movie. I predict that I'm still going to like Shang-Chi better. I'm always going to go for that originality personally. And having seen the movie, I can really kind of predict that. I'm going to like Shang-Chi better. But I'm excited for this regardless. I think this is cool. This is like one of those things where it's like it's fan service, but I don't really give a shit. You know, I'm eating it all up. You know, this is a lot of it's my childhood. Yeah, but, you know, that's me, but I don't know. Will you guys want to go for an overall review on the trailer? I'll turn to whoever.
I'll go first. This is my like most anticipated movie for the rest of this year. I think currently, I haven't seen Shang-Chi, but I mean,
over
I
Dune?
loved Black Widow. I think over Dune.
Over the Matrix?
Ooh,
yeah.
Matrix 4.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting that tonight, aren't we? I bet you we do.
Trailer?
I bet you we do.
First trailer?
Yeah. Warner Brothers.
They haven't dropped anything either. They
Yeah.
haven't dropped any stuff for that either.
And we will get Sherlock Holmes 3 tonight. Anyway, sorry, go ahead, Samee.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
I bet we will. No.
Lost my train of thought. Oh, but no, I'm really excited. Love this trailer. The Green Goblin moment was the big money shot for me. Very excited. I've said multiple times that there's really never been a better time to be a Marvel fan. There's never been a better time to like just be wanting to intake all of the content because it's coming at such a rapid pace, but the quality is also so high and so good that it's just a very exciting and fun time to be a Marvel fan and a Spider-Man fan. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited. Love this trailer.
Yeah, Cisco.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree with both of you guys. I mean, I haven't seen Shang-Chi yet, but I'm like pretty positive I'll probably like Spider-Man more just because he's like my favorite superhero. Love almost like even like the ones I don't like, I like stuff in it. You know what I mean? The movies and I have played both of the games now. I play like the game since PlayStation 1 and just the TV shows. It's a character that it's really hard to fuck up Spider-Man, honestly. Like it's because you just like want to root for Peter Parker and his journeys and adventures and stuff like that. True. So we've seen 3 different ones in the past like 20 years. And I feel like it's like smart that they're kind of like culminating. It's like, yeah, like what you guys are saying, they're giving second chances to some of the ones that didn't work as well, kind of in this one. If they, if the fan theories are right and everything, I mean, for sure, it's like Green Goblin and Doc Ock probably. But yeah, like I thought this was a good trailer given the leaks. Like obviously everything's not finished yet. We didn't get like huge set pieces or effects shots or anything like that. No. But the stuff they did give us, it's like, that's enough to tide me over for December personally. And that's like my birthday month too. And something either Star Warsy or Marvel comes out in December that like it's like a tradition. So like the fact that I get Spider-Man this year is like just a treat for me. So yeah, I can't wait. I think it's might be my favorite of the new Spider-Man ones. And I agree with Samee, my most anticipated since probably Infinity War or Endgame, like either of those. So yeah,
man, I mean it looks really good. And I mean, I'm still curious how Wanda's going to be incorporated into this too. That's the thing. Like I actually expected her to at least be in the trailer, for sure, because She has been confirmed for the movie. I thought she might be in the trailer.
There were people mad that none of the Spider-Men were in the trailer, though. The other Spider-Man. I was like, you think they would give that away in the fucking trailer, dude?
Yo, that was a really long teaser. That's the other thing that people need to realize is for a teaser, for the teaser to be that lengthy is actually really cool. And to give us even that much is really cool.
It was more than I thought. It was more than I thought we'd get.
For a teaser trailer, that was, man.
For sure. For sure. I'm looking to see if we got anything from Warner Brothers so far. It looks like the panel has ended. So
no Batman.
See. I haven't seen anything yet, but yeah, that kind of,
because that is that might be my most anticipated thing ever, is the Batman. That and Kenobi. That and Kenobi are tied for like, when I look at all the things that are going to be coming out like for the rest of this year and next year, I'm like, those are the two that make me the most excited. What can I say?
No, it doesn't look like we got anything publicly for the Batman, so that kind of blows. We're gonna look into Sherlock Holmes 3 for sure, because that is due out in December. So let's see if we got anything there. So I'm assuming they had to drop something by now. Nothing. That thing's not coming out in December. Come on, the fact that they didn't have anything for it, that's not happening.
What?
Sherlock Holmes 3. The fact that they didn't get anything for it means it's not happening.
Like, wait, Robert Downey's one?
Right. It's due out in December.
In this one too.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they were making a 3.
Yeah, I think it's one of the HBO Max, like straight to HBO Max, if I'm not mistaken. That's supposed to happen.
Yeah, it's still on IMDb. It still says in pre-production.
Yeah, that's interesting because it's due out in December. Wow. that's not good.
Oh yeah,
it's not happening. It's not happening. They need to push it. They need to push it. We would have had a trailer out tonight if that was the case.
Didn't Venom get pushed again?
Yeah, Venom did get pushed.
Oh no,
it got pushed. Yeah, it did get pushed.
When's it coming out now?
I don't know.
Because I got to reschedule a movie night then.
Yeah, Venom and Miss Marvel both got pushed, so Miss Marvel's not happening.
Oh, it still says October 15th on IMDb though.
Interesting.
So maybe that was just a rumor.
I'll keep my eye out.
Wow, Warner Brothers was greedy. They didn't give us anything. That really freaking blows.
Maybe like in the next week or so they'll drop some of these though.
Yeah, probably because I mean they showed stuff at the presentation. Like they didn't come there with nothing. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, there people were reacting to the Batman trailer online.
I
was reading some tweets.
I thought Matrix 4 would have been a sure deal tonight though. I
need something from that, man. Like, as much as I want to be excited for that, like, you got to give me a little something. The sequels weren't exactly top tier action there.
Well, one thing we didn't check though, let's see, I'm gonna check this out, see if we got this, because I thought we might get something from this maybe. Are they still gonna do Fandom this year? Because maybe we'll get stuff there too. That's another thing to think about. If we're getting Fandom again, we might get stuff there. Yeah. Man,
have you seen Bound? Dom? Did I plug this already on here? The Wachowski's first movie.
No.
Bound. We did an episode on it. Like, that was our Black Widow episode of Saturday Matinee, and we paired it with Bound just because it was like a female-led action movie or whatever.
Yeah,
dude, that movie is fucking awesome.
Is it?
Like, you guys should watch that. It was on Hulu back when Black Widow came out, but yeah, it's like
I heard of it now. I'm thinking about
Jennifer Tilly. And it's like a noir movie, but like with a lesbian relationship instead of like what you always see in it. So it's like really different and got gangster elements to it. It's a great movie, dude. For a first movie, it's like shocking how good they were from their first movie.
Nice.
And you can tell that's the movie that got the Matrix.
All right.
So
cool. Yeah. Man, not even anything on Flash though. Well, that sucks. If they're doing Fandom this year, that's something to think about. I can't remember if they're doing it this year or not, but if they are, and they should, we'll probably get a lot more there for sure. So I did want to go over the Sony presentation yesterday. Obviously, I didn't get to go, but I mean, I did hear about all the great things that they did last night. I don't know how updated you guys are on it, but I'll kind of run it down with you guys, and you guys can comment as we go. So so this is my understanding what happened. They basically came out. They gave the president of Sony. Gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Somebody can Google that for me. That'd be great. But the president of Sony basically came out. He gave a presentation on basically saying that we're never going to do the day and date releases on streaming. We're going to avoid that. He basically said that the studios that are doing that are shooting themselves in the foot, which is really funny considering Warner Brothers is also at this event. But you know, and then so he also got, then they showed their reel. They always do that. So apparently what people got last night, and this is exciting to know that this stuff actually exists. So they got the Bullet Train footage for the new Brad Pitt movie coming up. They got some of that.
I'm excited about that.
And people said it was really incredible. The other thing,
the John Wick director, right? Chad.
Yeah. Right.
Or whatever.
Yeah. And people are saying that looked really great. The other one that they got that we should care about here is Uncharted. They got Uncharted footage, and people are saying that looked really good too. The other one that's these two are probably the biggest out of all this, though. They got Morbius footage, and they said the footage that they showed last night was fucking unbelievably cool. And apparently Jared Leto looks really, really great. I know you guys aren't big Jared Leto fans, but I'm just telling you what I've heard. That Jared Leto looks really amazing in this footage. And when we see it, we're going to be extremely excited about it. And they said it was better than that first trailer by a long shot. That's what I've heard out of it. The other one that's huge is they got footage from Into the Spider-Verse 2. So that's a big deal too right there. So very exciting stuff. Then they rolled the Spider-Man trailer. And then after they rolled the Spider-Man trailer, Ivan Reitman came out, who directed the original Ghostbusters, and he basically told the story about how he got into film. And he was telling the story because he's from like a third world country, about his parents had to take him across on a boat and sneak him over to see, just to see a movie. And the first one he saw was like this Robin Hood movie, and inspired him to get into film. And then he brought Jason Reitman out on stage, and Jason Reitman was talking about how his father, got him into film. And he was like, he made this new Ghostbusters movie to pay tribute to everything his father had taught him when he was younger. So pretty amazing stuff. And he was just saying it was, he's like it was an honor to carry his father's work forward, and he thinks that they came up with something really, really cool. He also revealed that at the end of Ghostbusters, there will be a post-credit scene. And he was basically telling the audience, he's like, so when you see the post-credit scene, don't spoil it. And then he said, because I'm going to show you the movie right now. And everybody at Cinemacon last night got to see the Ghostbusters movie. So
wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw people reacting to it though.
Yeah. And I have heard nothing but amazing things. Everybody is saying it's amazing. That's good. Everything I've read has been incredible.
I'm glad. Nice.
And I heard a lot of people were crying at the end of it. So I don't know what that means, but that was the report I got.
Paul Rudd dies. That would make me cry.
Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you right now.
Yeah. Something about
there's a lot of Easter eggs.
Emotional.
A lot of Easter eggs.
I heard that too. And I was told
Paul
that
Rudd in peril.
Yeah.
Make me cry.
And I was
it's a good Easter egg.
Yeah, I heard there was a lot of Easter eggs. I also heard that the action is absolutely breathtaking. It's just that good. Yeah, so very interesting. If
there's no blowjob ghost, we riot.
Woo! we love to not see it.
Yeah, I've heard the cast is really solid for it too. Like they're saying that everybody does a great job in it, and yeah, I'm interested. I'm excited. But yeah, man, I wish I was at Cinemacon last night. Because of that, I heard a little bit about the MGN one that took place this morning. I mean, they showed some Bond stuff, and the big one here that I heard about is they showed the trailer for Samaritan with Sylvester Stallone coming up, where he's playing basically like a washed up superhero, and now he's like a trash man. He was a superhero in the past, and now he's older and he's a trash man. And people are saying this trailer is amazing. So I'm excited for that. They're saying that Stallone, they said the fight scenes in there look absolutely incredible. They showed like a lot of those, and
that sounds like it has the potential to be really, really good.
I know. I love that premise, and to see Stallone do it. Oh hell yeah, dude. I mean, I'm in.
I mean, King Shark was his best role in a long time. Let's be honest. So he definitely needs one.
Well, he did it a long time ago. I know King Shark was great. I was gonna say Rambo, but he's been doing that for years. So yeah. You're right. Yeah. No, for sure. No, I'm interested. They said that it really showed like it has like a really grounded, like realistic take to it, like what it would be like to be like a superhero once upon a time and then grow older, and how that would weigh on you, you know what I mean, and to become basically washed up in a way. But it sounds like something's going to happen that's going to pull them back into it, because they were saying Stallone is showing off, like the action is great, and they said that it's people said that they were very surprised that because it looks like all the stunts are being done by Stallone, and it looks like it sounds incredible. Like, I don't know
who's directing that.
No idea. I wish I had a good answer for that, Sammy. I'll look that up right now. Because
that depends on the director. I feel
100%. If we got somebody that we know,
that type of thing,
it could be a new director as far as we know. But I mean, we'll look into it.
Would love to see it.
Yeah, me too. The reaction to that trailer
would be
was
a good thing for me.
People were going nuts on that one, apparently.
Nice.
So, well, let's see. I'm pulling it up right now, and I'll read the description that IMDb gives because they probably do it better than I do. Oh, this is nothing how it was described to me. But this one says, a young boy learns that a superhero who was thought to have gone missing after an epic battle 20 years ago may in fact still be around. So that's an interesting way to put it too. If they're going to go that way. The director is Julius Avery, so not an unknown. We have seen Julius Avery before, directing movies. For some reason, he did the Overlord one, and then a lot of people told me that was really good. I didn't watch it.
It's really good. You should see it.
Yeah, he directed Overlord and Son of a Gun, the Ewan McGregor film, A24 Ewan McGregor film. So he's got good stuff under his belt. So this could be really good. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I gotta watch Overlord and Son of a Gun now, because I'm so excited for that, 100%. But yeah, man, this seems like, I don't know how the actual Warner Brothers presentation was, but man, this is disappointing. We didn't get anything. I thought we would have had something.
It says they showed the Matrix trailer too. I want to see that.
Yeah.
And then I found some other ones too you didn't mention though. Let's see. James Wan's Malignant.
Right. We have a trailer movie for that already, though. That's been a trailer.
Do we?
I think that comes out next week, actually, on like HBO Max. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The new Clint Eastwood, The Sopranos one,
we saw a trailer for that.
Yeah. I guess they were showing like clips from these though.
Right. Like, they probably had like a reel is what it was, and it just showed like all the stuff coming up. Matrix 4 though, damn.
Dude, I know. That's what I'm saying. I want to see that trailer and the Batman one.
I thought it was a sure deal. We were going to get it tonight. I really did. I figured for sure we'd get Matrix 4 tonight. Interesting.
And then, for the Bullet Train one, it's the other John Wick director, David Leitch.
Right.
Not Chad.
That's right. But either way.
Deadpool 2 guy.
Right, yeah. Either way, people are saying it's great. That Brad Pitt looks like he's going to be doing some really cool stuff.
As soon as I heard about that, like I learned about that movie just from IMDb like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, because they've been developing it for a long time.
Yeah.
I was like, it just sounds crazy. And Brad Pitt hasn't done an action movie in a minute, so
yeah, no, for sure. We need to get him in one of these John Wick nobody type things. I mean, he's gonna.
Not that I don't like his dramas and stuff, but
sure.
Come on, like I'm always gonna want
Mr.
and Mrs. Smith, Brad Pitt.
Well, he definitely thrives in drama, but like his action movies are just as entertaining. You know what I mean? Like He never gives 50%. You know what I mean? It's always 100 with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
So it's anything.
I think now that he won the Oscar, he's like, I can do some of this more genre stuff now. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Halle Berry did Catwoman afterwards. You know.
That's how that goes.
Yep. How it goes.
Oh man. Yeah.
How it goes.
Sure. I was watching a video today. I don't know what made me think of this, but probably because we broke down the Spider-Man trailer. Somebody actually like made his own like web slinger and like was testing it out. It was pretty interesting. Failed miserably by the end of it.
Do you remember the toy web slingers they used to sell?
Yeah,
Did you ever have one of those?
They were like silly string, right? No.
Yeah, it was such a ripoff. You couldn't swing off of anything.
Yeah.
It was just silly string in it.
Yeah. Well, this guy
and they put it in this little pouch thing. And I was like, come on, I could just buy silly string at that point. Like,
yeah. This dude went to like a trampoline park and like he made like magnetic ones that would go to the ceiling, and he was swinging that way. It was actually cool to see him do it at all though. Like, cause like by the end of it, he was able to do like 1 or 2 good swings. You know what I mean? So it was actually pretty cool, even with that. Just the fact that it worked. So I mean, yeah, but you know, he said he was going to make future videos, and we'll probably have to do a reaction once he gets one out that like actually, you know, where he's got it perfected if he ever does, because that's pretty cool. This I have to show you though. This is the biggest idiot I've ever seen in my life. I saw this recently here. This was kind of funny, but it was awesome. Let's see here if I can figure this out. This was interesting.
Leave Kirsten Dunst alone.
What's that got to do with Kirsten?
What has she done to you?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
That was like my biggest crush back then.
I love her in
I mean, come on, dude.
I love her in Eternal Sunshine though. She was great in that.
True.
She's great in that movie.
He's always great, let's be honest. I'm just
bring it on.
Let's watch this.
If I get shot, I will feel it. If you don't subscribe, I will feel it. Today,
this guy's
I'm going
gonna try to
push
feel
this
pain
to the
in
limit
VR.
and turn the pain settings to max. If I'm going to get shot, if I get shot, I will feel it. If you don't subscribe, I will feel it. Today, I'm going to push this suit to the limit and turn the pain settings to max. Now, if I'm going to get shot in virtual reality, I first need something to video game that lets you see what it feels like to get touched. So, I went on Google, looked up how to get touched in VR, and eventually found this. A video game that lets you stand still and literally feel being touched.
Wow, that's actually really cool. I can fully feel that touching me. Like, obviously it doesn't feel like an actual finger, but I can precisely feel it and it feels really weird. Okay, can you get off me? Alright, can you stop touching down there, hey ladies? Can you stop? You need to learn boundaries.
It's now time to feel a sword go through my chest, because I promise you, I will not stop until I feel extreme pain.
Alright, hey ladies, can someone stab me because I would like to... Oh my gosh! Alright, I just want to get shot in the chest. Wait, before you stab me, I want to wait! I said wait! I just want to get shot in the chest. No, I don't want to be stabbed yet.
So apparently this vest thing
Alright, go on.
It's supposed to make you feel pain.
Oh my gosh! Anyway. I just want to get shot in the chest. Alright, you guys can just shoot me. Every time I get shot, I can feel it. I just want to get shot in the chest. Alright, you guys can just shoot me. It feels like a massage, and I want it to hurt.
Because I promised you guys I would feel pain. So now it's time to mess with the VR system settings.
Okay, every time I get shot, I can feel it, and I can feel it precisely, but it feels like a massage, and I want it to hurt.
Because I promised you guys I would feel pain. So now it's time to mess with the VR system settings and put the pain levels up to max.
Without modding the suit, this game is probably the most pain I can feel, or the most intense feeling I can feel in VR from at least being shot. I could feel the explosion. Oh my gosh! Wait, hang on a sec. Stop. How do I stop this? Wow, I don't know how to I just felt the helicopter explode from the sky. Like, that's how intense it is now. But I could feel the explosion. That was amazing. Just shoot the sky.
Doesn't sound like
my
you're
gosh!
We've gone from
I don't know how to reload or do anything in this game.
But that's not enough. I'm going to take this to a whole new level for you guys. I want to be screaming with pain. So, I'm going to be attaching rough We've gone from a light massage to a deep tissue massage, but that's not enough. I'm gonna take this to a whole new level for you guys. I want to be screaming with pain. So, I'm gonna be attaching rough sandpaper inside of my VR bodysuit. This sandpaper is literally designed to tear down metal, and I'm gonna be attaching it to my skin. My logic is that this vest works by vibrating exactly where you get hit inside a video game. So, when I get hit, the suit will vibrate and rub the sandpaper onto my skin, which should cause me a lot of pain.
Guys, I also just want to say, don't try this at home. Like, I am just doing this for the science. T-shirt. Here's the front, and here's the back. Okay. So as you can see, I've got the sandpaper on. You can see it here. And I'm not gonna lie. Here is our final sandpaper T-shirt. Here's the front. It is really uncomfortable. The most and here's the painful thing about this. Okay. So as you can see, I've got the sandpaper on. You can see it here. Okay. So currently we have a haptic VR. I'm not gonna lie. The most sandpaper underneath. Okay, it is really uncomfortable. The most painful thing about this is my nipples. Okay, we've got the vest on. Okay, so currently we have a haptic VR vest on with sandpaper underneath. This is probably one of my worst ideas ever. I'm really nervous about when it starts vibrating. Let's just get into a game. I'm sure you want to just see it vibrate. So by the way, I'm nervous. I'm nervous that this is actually going to work. I want a shield so I can actually block the attacks because I don't want to get hit. Like, I want to be able to stop getting hit. I just don't want to get hit. By the way, the haptic suit is on maximum intensity as well. This guy might be the first one to hit me. Come on. Free shot. Free shot. Please. Okay, he didn't hit me. No, you don't. I'm nervous because as soon as I get hit, it's going to really hurt. Oh no. Okay. This is the enemy. This guy might be the first one to hit me. Come on. Free shot. Free shot. No, you don't. That's probably what it's going to feel like when I get hit. That's another one?
Just talked about you.
Oh! She hit me and it hurt. It hurts. The suit works. Right, I'm going to let you have this. Oh no, I'm not. Oh! Bugger! He got me at the... I want to get hit. It works. It works. So bad. The suit works. Come on, I'm going to let you have this. Oh no, I'm not. She missed. I'm sorry, this. Bugger! He got me at the... I want to get hit. Okay. How are you so bad? Just hit me. Come on, I want to feel the pain. What do you mean? She missed. She's missed. This. I'm sorry. This bot sucks. Oh! My breathing's gone really fast. I'm yes. Scared. I'm scared of being hit. No, he doesn't have a bow and arrow. What do you mean he has a bow and arrow? I'm really nervous, like, my breathing's gone really fast, I'm scared, I'm scared of being hit. I'm surrounded. I'm in VR, and when someone hits me with a sword, it hurts. Right, I'm now even more scared because this game is a lot more intense than the VR. The sandpaper makes it feel like a bit of a stab as well, like it's a similar feeling. I'm in VR, and when someone hits me with a sword, it hurts. Right, I'm now even more scared because this game is a lot more intense than the VR haptic feedback. So every time I get shot, like it's gonna feel really strong. Oh no, that thing explodes and I feel it. Oh, the whole suit vibrated. Oh my god. What are we gonna do next? Okay, let's just not get shot. I'm not properly being shot. Oh, you got me and I felt it and it hurt. Oh no. Even more painful. What I've done is I've ordered 3 packs. What we're gonna do next? Can't see them properly. It's probably a very dumb idea. We're gonna make this suit my t-shirt even and more as long as I put enough painful. What I've done is I've ordered 3 packs of spikes. Can't see them properly. Here you go. These are literal spikes that I'm going to put inside of my t-shirt. And as long as I put enough spikes, they won't go through my skin. But they do look quite sharp. But yeah, because of maths, the surface tension should spread across all the spikes well enough. I don't know what I'm really talking about. But I know that as long as we have enough spikes, I'll be okay. Yeah, it's probably going to really hurt. I don't know how much it's going to hurt. There's only one way to find out. Guys, I just really quickly want to reiterate. Please don't try this at home because if you don't know what you're doing, and I don't really want to goes high enough to just keep it on. Alright, so my first impressions about this suit, just having it on, no vibration, is the final result. And as you can see, there are loads of spikes on this t-shirt. I hope that this goes high enough. Keep it on. Alright, so my first impressions about this suit, just having it on, no vibration, digging in a little bit, is it feels like acupuncture. Right boys, here it is. Here's the ultimate pain test in VR. This is our guy, he's literally pink. It's very close and personal. I can definitely feel the spikes digging in a little bit. I'm just going to use my shield. We're going to use the tiny shield this time because we like risks here at the Pro Gamer J. Here it is. That guy, I think, yeah, it's a guy. Okay. I'm just going to use my shield, and please don't. Oh my god, the shield's actually pretty good. Even though it's small, as long as you can.
I don't remember, but I hope so. I did.
I'm really scared because if I had a block back, it would have literally hit my vest.
Hit me for the first time with my spike.
You know, you just want to make sure he's down. Oh god. Oh, I'm just worried.
Alright, can someone just hit me?
No, you missed. You are not the person that gets to hit me for the first time with my spike vest. It's not you.
You missed. You don't deserve it.
You almost got me.
Alright, can someone just hit me?
Want to get hit now? No, you missed. You're a plum cut. Right, there it is, the big axe. Go on, just hit me. Just go. I'll let you do it.
Oh my god!
You missed! You missed! You don't deserve it! I actually just want to get hit now. I want to feel the spikes being vibrated. Come on, hit me. I'm open, I'm staying still.
Oh my god!
It's now time for the ultimate test. Can it run Crisis?
Oh, yes!
Because
when
I feel the spikes on my skin. I mean, obviously I can feel the spikes on my skin. What am I talking about? It's now time for the ultimate test. Can it run Crisis?
I'm about to be shot
at
maximum intensity.
Because
with this VR haptic
when I get hit in this game, it's a lot more intense than in that other game, Blades and Sorcery. So I wonder what it's going to be like in this. I'm about to be shot at maximum intensity with this VR haptic feedback suit on, with a load of needles or spikes or whatever you want to call them inside my t-shirt. Here come the nose.
Like, I'm actually scared.
So strong. Please, I really just don't want to get. He didn't even shoot me in the chest, but it fell in the chest. Oh my god, here come the nerves. Getting shot. Here come the nerves. This is I like I'm actually scared of getting shot.
Oh, he's gonna make a part 2? That's what it was.
Please let me know. I can't wait. I'd love to test painful devices out. Yeah, sign me up. I really just went off there. Do you guys have any suggestions for a part 2 on this video? Of what else I can test to feel more pain in VR?
His pain is my pleasure. That's all I'm gonna say. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, Jackass 4 coming too.
Oh fuck yeah.
October.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. What's that's independently made. Never mind. I was like, what studio is that? Or does the studio do
MTV?
Those? Right.
Do they still do that?
Yeah, I think so. They did the show.
They did the rest of them.
They did the show. Yeah, and they definitely did like at least the first 2. I think they did. So yeah, they wouldn't be at Cinemacon. I was trying to think if we'd get anything.
Right.
That'd be dope.
Jackass 4 teaser.
Oh, fuck yeah. That would be so sick if we got something like that. Yeah.
We got a trailer, but that's about it.
Yeah. No, man, for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, I was really thinking we were getting more tonight, honestly. So
yeah,
that really blows.
What a bummer.
I mean, I guess like I get it, like a lot of Warner Brothers stuff is like gonna go straight to streaming anyway, so they're probably like, well, we're just gonna give you,
well, yeah, what's the point?
Right, like they feel like they're already kind of giving us a break, and they really are, because they're losing like massive amounts of money, along the way. Yeah. It's like, so they really are doing that just so we have the opportunity to watch their shit on streaming, but
money.
But on the same hand, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, they should have given us something like Matrix 4. Come on, if you got the footage, show it. I think
I'll be like, just pictures? Can I get like a picture, something, right? Like character outfit? Like
I'm amazed that nothing's come out from Matrix 4, like photo, even not even a photo.
Me neither, dude.
Yeah, I mean, when's that coming? Like a month, right? 2 months
soon, I think. Yeah, this year.
It's this year.
Yeah,
December.
Is it really all the way to December?
Yeah.
Well, it's still coming this year.
Last time I checked.
Yeah, it's taking Sherlock Holmes 3 spot. I think.
Honestly,
I didn't even know that was the thing.
Yeah, it got announced like a few years back, and it was supposed to come out this December. But you said pre-production, right, or post-production, or
it said pre-production on IMDb.
Yeah, no way,
but
no way, it's happening.
It could be wrong, but if that's true,
but it's slated for December, right? I let me look again, just to make sure.
It is this. It said December 22nd.
Exactly. Yeah. So, what the fuck? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, that's more one of those things that just it has my curiosity. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not as excited for it because Guy Ritchie's not doing it, but it still has my curiosity, you know. I'm definitely curious to see if, you know, they have a good like premise for this. And there's a lot of different things you could pull from like Sherlock Holmes, you know, source material that you could use. So I don't know. I'm interested. I'm curious to see it. Sammy, you're excited for that, right? Like, I think you and I probably are the only two.
Sherlock Holmes 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not excited for it. I'm kind of like, who was asking for this? Like,
nobody was asking
there really
for
that many diehards of the first two to reason a third one? But you know, it's whatever.
I mean,
I'll see it.
maybe like
I like Sherlock Holmes. I like all of the Sherlock Holmes things. So if there's a new one, I'll see it.
Yeah.
I watched Enola Holmes for Christ's sakes. Like, I'll watch.
Did you watch that finally?
Enola Holmes, yeah, I've seen it. I saw it like the weekend it came out.
You did?
Yeah.
I swore we talked about that.
One of the first days on. Yeah.
And you said I never saw it. I swore you said that because I was talking about.
No, I've definitely seen it. You're thinking of something else, or maybe I
haven't seen it yet.
I thought I brought up.
I definitely saw it like one of the first days it was released.
Okay, did you like it? Because I loved it. I thought it was great.
I mean, it was all right. I think it probably could have. I think it would have been better if it was like a mini series. It felt really like rushed and packed in. It felt like I was watching like the like 5 minute, like I feel like they had a mini series and then they cut each episode into like 10 minutes and they were like, all right, just make that a movie.
I really dug it.
It was all right.
I
it wasn't.
dug it.
I didn't hate it. It was cute. Yeah, it was cute.
It's got Henry Cavill in it, so of course I liked it. I dug it, Sherlock. I liked it a lot. It wasn't my favorite take on it, but I liked it a lot. I thought it was something different.
Even more than I give you I see your Henry Cavill Sherlock Holmes, but I raise you a Sam Claflin as Mycroft Holmes because that I thought was incredible.
Yeah, they were
both
great.
For me was the standout.
They were both great in it. I was happy with both of them. I thought they had good chemistry, and I that was one of those movies that I really liked. It surprised me because I didn't expect anything out of that. I mean, I liked Millie Bobby Brown and Henry Cavill. That was the reason I checked it out. You know, yeah. I heard she's bitchy in real life. Do you guys hear that?
I guess the Matrix title is confirmed though. Did you hear that?
No.
It's officially Matrix Resurrections, which is what I thought it was gonna be for a long time. That was the rumored title, but I guess now it's confirmed as Matrix Resurrections.
Well, that makes sense. All right. Well, I dig that.
Checks out.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like all the other sequels have that title. I'm just glad they didn't just call it The Matrix, like The Matrix or Matrix or some shit. That's like the laziest shit ever. I hate that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like they just rename it after the first movie, right?
Yeah.
Is Scream only going to be Scream now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I thought they had Scream 5 as the official title for a long time. Maybe they changed it.
Nope. Scream.
That blows. Did you see that super dope 4K that's coming out of Scream, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're dropping a lot of 4Ks.
I gotta get it.
No. Seems like more than I've ever seen before.
They're doing like all the Friday the 13th now too on 4K, like all of them. Like you can get
Halloween.
2, 3, and
I've seen Halloween's coming on 4K
as well. It's like it's crazy, man. Yeah, they're doing
everyone's getting in on it.
Yeah.
I got the It Man's on 4K, so that was worth it. All the It Mans.
Yeah, they have a really cool edition of Donnie Darko coming out, by the way, which I'm stoked about.
Gotta get on that.
Did you say Edwin didn't like Donnie Darko? Not Edwin that didn't like it.
No, my brother loves Donnie Darko though. Has a Donnie Darko tattoo. Maybe that's what I said.
That movie's a shit.
Of Frank the Rabbit.
Yeah.
What was that, Sammy?
Yeah, that movie's great. No, I love Donnie Darko. I was gonna say, just side note about Millie Bobby Brown, because this has been on my mind recently. That David Harbour came out like not that long ago. I was gonna say recently, but it was a little long ago. But he was basically just saying like that he is very afraid for her future in this industry, and just like is asking people just be aware that like some of the adults in her life are a little afraid, because did you hear she's like low-key dating Drake? I think she's dating
they're
like
texting.
But okay, listen, a like, how old is he? 20-30-year-old man.
Oh, I agree,
just
it's
texting
weird. I agree, it's
with
weird.
a 17. She's a child. She's 17 years old, and I'm like, you should not have any contact with a child, especially a 17-year-old girl that is beautiful like Millie Bobby Brown. I was like, okay, you're texting, like
well, maybe they're in business together though too.
I can see that.
I don't know.
I'm also like, I'm very afraid too, because that is very sketchy. That I have a zero tolerance policy for older men wanting to get with young girls. Zero tolerance policy. This is my rule of thumb, is people over 25 I think should date people over 25, and people under 25 should date people under 25. I think that's how we keep it fair. I think that should just be like a rule of thumb. I feel like that's fair.
I doubt they're dating.
Like, I feel like
No, yeah, I know that.
I doubt they're dating.
I just heard they were
but here's the thing, even if they're not dating, I
say it's weird. I agree with you.
When you're a 17-year-old girl and you have an older guy who's very famous, attractive, and interested in you, talking to you and stuff, that's grooming. That can turn into grooming in a hot instant. And so all I'm saying is, if we find out that they're dating the moment she turns 18, no, I'm not going to be okay with that.
I'm just saying,
that's all I'm saying. I feel like the moment she turns 18, we're going to find out that they're dating, and it's going to be like,
no,
because they were together this whole, I think, like,
no,
I don't trust older men. I don't trust older men who want to text 17-year-old girls. I don't trust you. What are you doing?
I'm not even a Drake fan, but like, I don't see it. I don't see it. He can have anybody he wants. It's not going to be Millie Bobby Brown. First of all, I'm just saying, unless he's got like a weird thing, which he might.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, I'm just saying, let's not jump on the cancel Drake train just yet, because we don't know. We don't know.
Oh no, not trying to cancel him. I just think,
but it's weird. I agreed with you. Why are you
talking to a 17-year-old girl if you're not planning on grooming her and date, so that way you can date her?
No, because we don't know what's going on in those text messages. I mean, he might actually they might actually be working on a business deal. We don't know. You know, they might have actual business together. They might be texting each other professionally.
I just don't. Yeah.
I haven't heard the best things about Millie Bobby Brown. I'm being honest. Like I
have zero trust. But it's just like a very personal thing too, that like I have 0%, like literally negative 1,000% trust and goodwill towards older men who want to talk to children in that way.
That's fine.
Or who want to privately talk to children.
Yeah, but we don't know what's going on in the conversation.
Like, done. You're a creep,
I agree it's weird, but we don't know what's going on in the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing.
Yeah. I just don't like that there is a conversation in the first place.
What if it's business though?
The fact that there is a conversation in the first place is a red flag to me.
Even your internet's saying you're crazy right now.
She's a child.
Like, listen,
don't be talking to her. I don't think the big thing is that she's a child. She's 17.
I said it was weird.
Years old.
I don't know
she's
if you're
a child. Like, you should be talking to her parents, be talking to her people.
You're
things
up.
Like that. Oh, can you not hear me?
No, you're catching up now. No, I was saying I agree it's weird.
I just personally believe, like, if we're doing business things with a 17-year-old girl, maybe we should be doing that with her parents or with her team. With a child. Yeah, but we're doing direct business with a child.
Yeah,
17-year-old girl.
Maybe her parents know Drake really well.
That's
and
a
they
child.
Trust him. Maybe her parents know Drake really well and they trust him. I don't
know.
know.
Grooming. That's a big thing of grooming, though. A lot of groomers are like, the parents are like, well, we loved him. He was so nice to us. Whatever happened.
I think you're being a little presumptuous. I've just seen it before,
and I don't want it to happen to Millie Bobby Brown.
I got you.
Me and David Harbour, I feel like, have just seen it before and don't want it to happen to Millie.
I got you. And
we're trying to prevent this before it happens.
I got you. And I agree it's weird. I agree it's weird. I'm with you. I'm with you. I think you're being a tad presumptuous, but I agree it's weird.
Oh no, I'm definitely assuming a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, because we don't know. We don't know. You know, maybe
it is. Drake... It is just 99.999% of the time when an older guy is talking to a teenage girl, it is this situation.
Drake could have found her lost dog and gotten her contact information to return that. I don't know. We don't know what's in the text. You know, it could be anything. But I'm saying it's weird. I'm not saying it's not.
Realistically.
Yeah, but we live in a world where we could DM anybody.
Ideally, we would like to think that but we like to think, we live in a world where there's no way Drake could do that. Yeah. It's an innocent thing, and I just don't.
No, I'm not saying that.
That's not my assumption.
I'm not saying that. It's just as
when
likely.
When an older guy talks to a teenage girl, it's not innocent, because it's usually never innocent.
No, I got you. It's just as likely that he is a creep. I'm with you there. Like, there's a genuine possibility that he is a creep and he's trying to groom her or whatever. I just think it's wrong to go ahead and assume when we don't know what's going on. And like honestly, in a world where anybody can DM anybody and celebs are all very much in the same, you know what I mean, world, and they all compliment each other. I'm just saying, like, let's not make an assumption before we know. You know, it's like, I don't know. I don't think that's what's going on.
I mean,
but who knows?
that's fair.
Who knows?
I just really feel like I'm right.
I don't know.
I just really feel like I'm right.
It's presumptuous, but all right.
I would say this with anyone. Like, again, this is not a personal thing for Drake. This is not a personal thing with Millie Bobby Brown. If I found out that any 17-year-old girl was having private messages with an older guy above the age of like 25, yeah, I'd be like, shut that shit down. No. I'd be like, no, I don't care what your excuse is. Shut that shit down. Shut that shit down.
No, if I was the parent,
any child is having that contact with an adult like that.
No, I mean, 100%. If I was the parent in that situation, I would 100% be like, you're not going to be doing
Where
that.
are her parents in this? 100%. I would like to think
apparently they're not very good from what I hear.
They read.
They're not very good from what I hear because
what parents
she sucks.
Though read their 17-year-old daughter's private text messages?
No, she's a great...
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
No, I'm saying like apparently the parents aren't very good because I hear she sucks as a person. I think she's a very talented actress.
She's also a child. Like, she's 17. She's not a real person yet. She's a 17-year-old child.
Oh, we all jumped on Justin Bieber when he was.
We were all assholes when we were 17. But true, no, literally.
I'm just saying.
I would say the same thing about the backlash to children. That's the thing. I feel like there's such a wild thing in the entertainment industry that if someone's in the entertainment industry, we just feel like they're a free-for-all, even if they're a literal child. And I'm like, were you not an asshole at 17? Were you not mean to some people when you were a child?
Right, but I'm trying to bring it back around to the parents. Is my point? Is like it's the parents' fault. I'm not blaming Millie. I'm saying I hear she sucks as a person, and I would blame the parents for that. Same thing as I would do for Justin Bieber. When
I never see her parents, and I would like to think that they monitor her internet use, but let's be real, they definitely don't.
Yeah, I go around to the same thing with Justin Bieber. If he's 16 years old and doing cocaine, I blame the parents. It's, you know what I mean? He's throwing eggs at his neighbors' houses or whatever the fuck he was doing, pissing in buckets. You blame the parents. You know,
but again, we can't call him like a piece of shit because he's a child.
I got that. I'm not saying she's a piece of shit. I said she sucks as a person. That's all. That's the different thing.
Yeah.
Piece of shit is like there's no redemption. I think that she has a long life ahead of her. You know, I'm saying I have heard she sucks as a person. I've seen evidence of this too. Like she's definitely very, I don't know. She's offended.
I mean, if she's being groomed by Drake, that would check out. That's all I'm saying. Well, I feel like some of these dots might add up one day.
Well, she just needs to be groomed by her parents, is my point. It's the fault of the parents. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, Cisco, what do you got? I haven't heard you talk in a long time.
You got anything?
What's happening? I'm in the multiverse right now.
Oh yeah. No, we were just saying this Millie Bobby Brown Drake thing, basically. And if Millie Bobby Brown sucks as a person, I mean, it's the parents' fault. That's what
I have not heard any of these whatever, so nothing to say about that.
You've been a big help. Thank you.
I just care. So I genuinely, at the end of the day, all I'm saying, because I don't want to get any
No,
I just genuinely, it's a very personal thing
that
I care a lot about the safety of young children, young women especially.
It's fine.
Like their safety and well-being comes before anything. So I'm like, he could be a great person, it could be innocent or whatever, but like if she's being groomed, shut that shit down. If he's thinking in the back of his head when she turns 18, I'm gonna ask her out, shut that shut down. Any situation, anytime, any place, any person. If you're under 18 and talking to somebody over 18 and it's creepy, shut it down.
Well,
shut it down.
As you should be concerned. I'm not saying you shouldn't be. You should be concerned. I mean, because we know this industry is very messy, and we know what's happened to a lot of young children, a lot of young women, especially in this industry. 100%. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it doesn't happen to the young women in the industry more. The specifics that we're talking about here. I'm just saying. I'm saying, like, okay, if she's talking to Drake, though, this is my point, I guess. If she's talking to Drake unmonitored, nobody's controlling who she's talking to, how many other 25-year-old men, or how old is he? What, 32? Probably. Well, how old is Drake, Cisco? Help me out.
Something like that.
Yeah, 32.
He's like
all right, so yeah, okay. So I'm saying, like, how many other 32-year-old men is she talking to?
You're 32.
I'm saying, how many other 32-year-old men is she talking to in this industry unmonitored? Drake is just the only account that we know about. So my point is Drake is just as likely as any other 32-year-old men that she's talking to. Just because we know about Drake doesn't mean that he's the one doing it. But he just as well.
But that's,
on the flip side of that, he just
that's the bigger conversation though of how, of what I'm saying, of why 32-year-olds should not be talking to 17-year-olds, period.
I'm trying to
shut that down,
I'm trying to expound on your point. I'm trying to like help your point or support your point, I guess. Because just as likely Drake could be. You know what I mean? It's scary. It's a scary world out there is my point. And there's a lot of different people who could be grooming her or trying to go after her in that way. I don't know. It's like, but that's the problem is we don't know. We don't know Millie Bobby Brown or we don't know Drake. It's like it's hard when we don't know. It's just hard when we don't know. But I agree with your point. I see what you're trying to get at. I'm with you. So don't think
okay, we have Millie Bobby Brown's response to all this shit. So she says, why do you have to make a lovely friendship your headline? You guys are weird, for real. I'm lucky to have people in the business extend their time to help me further my career and offer their wisdom and guidance. I'm very blessed to have amazing people in my life. You don't get to choose that for me. It's nice to have people understand what I do. Now get back to talking about real problems in this world other than my friendships. Jeez.
Yeah, and I think that's an ignorant response. Sorry, it is. It's an ignorant response.
Yeah, I'm like, again, I'm sorry. Like, that sounds like the response of somebody who went to a 32-year-old man and was like, oh my God, these are my problems. What should I do? And he said something to her like, well, we just have a friendship. We're not doing anything wrong. So tell them that, and then tell them to focus on other stuff. Like, that doesn't feel like a real response. That feels like she talked to him and he told her what to say.
I think a lot of some of this is projection, though. I don't know.
But
well, I definitely think her response.
The whole time you were reading that, I was like,
I think her response was ignorant though, because she's kind of responding to people like Samee who are showing concern, and I know Samee's a great person, and her concern is genuine, and she's not acknowledging that. So I think her response
it is a real
ignorant.
problem. Young women being groomed, especially in the entertainment industry, by older men. That is a real. I'm like, Millie, I'm sorry, but that's a big issue that you should be concerned about, because you're a young, attractive, successful woman in the entertainment industry. Men are going to constantly be trying to take advantage of you. I feel like that's something you should be taught. Someone should be talking to you about.
Well, she certainly should have acknowledged that in her response. If I was her PR person, I'd be like, make sure you acknowledge the fact that this is a common thing, and how how many problems that we've had with this. If I was Millie Bobby Brown's publicist, I would have definitely had her say something along those lines. So I think her response is bad, which I blame the publicist. It's hard to even blame Millie there too, because it's like that's the publicist's fault for even letting her give that statement. So very weird.
That was like on her Instagram or something. I don't know.
Which publicists should be monitoring at that age. I'm sorry. Like if you have a publicist, that's what they're paid to do, especially at that age. I mean, if she's 18, okay. If she wants to take control of her Instagram, let her. That's up to her.
Weird, but yeah.
No, I get it. Like I'm kind of with you, Cisco, too. Like I'm not gonna assume anything here. I'm just saying that this is a
lot of assumptions right now. Like this is news or whatever. We have no text.
Not denying that at all.
We have no proof of anything that went down.
All right. I don't think we know what was in those texts at all. Like I don't think anybody's seen the text. I just think that it was said at one point that they text or something. Yeah, like she said it in an interview, or he said that.
Again, it's just my knowledge of being a female person on this planet for as many years as I have been doing that. 9 times out of 10, when a 32-year-old man is texting a 17-year-old girl, it is not innocent.
I got you, but we just don't know the relationship.
That's where I'm coming from.
We don't know what it is.
It's true. I do not know the relationship.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. We don't know. It's hard. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right either. Because it's like we gotta, I don't know. We gotta take what we know.
This is a what if scenario.
Definitely.
This is a what if scenario.
I want to see that episode.
I just, yeah.
What if Drake isn't a creep?
Yeah. It's just the fear for me again is that like playing the what if scenario is like could definitely be fruitless, but I just don't want to wake up one day and see like 2 weeks after Millie Bobby Brown has turned 18 that she's dating Drake. Like I just don't.
If that happens, Samee, like, you can gloat for an hour.
Then
I'll
go
show.
off. I'll go off then. Okay.
We'll
put a pin in it, And then
hey, we'll let you gloat, but there's nothing illegal about that. It's weird, but there's nothing illegal about that.
It's
if they
grooming, though.
True.
That is grooming.
No,
That's
I
grooming.
agree with you.
That is like more weight to assume that that's grooming.
No.
Immediately after
I
she
agree.
turns 18, they go out.
Listen, I mean,
how do we get here? This is off the
I don't
rails.
know, but I love
how
it.
do we even get here?
I don't know, but
I know
love
we're
it.
talking about Sherlock Holmes,
Spider-Man
right?
and Sherlock Holmes.
Well,
and somehow
Enola
we got
Holmes.
to Drake.
Millie Bobby Brown was in Enola Holmes, so that's how we got
Oh.
there. But anyway,
Yes,
but my point was, if we find that out like 2 weeks after she turns 18 or a month after, or even fuck it, a year after she turns 18, 19, and we find it out, I'm still gonna agree with you and say that he definitely groomed her for that. But on the flip side of that, if they announce it after that they're dating, it's like, and they make it seem like they made the decision in the eyes of the facts that we do have in front of us.
Right.
It's not illegal about it, you know. It's like it's
not
weird,
illegal, but it's still not
weird
right.
as fuck. It ain't right, but there's nothing illegal about it if they make it seem like they made that decision. If he's like setting it up, like let's make that decision after you know what I mean? It's like, hey man, if they're not doing anything now, which I don't know, you know, it's a whole complicated mess of shit. You know, it really is.
I just don't want another beautiful, talented, successful, like trailblazing, incredible young actress to be
100%.
scrutinized and like mentally destroyed
100%.
because of another gross old man.
100%.
That's what we're trying to avoid.
No, I agree with you there. I think that. Yeah, and I fear for her just because of how
not calling Drake a gross old man, but if he does date her after she turns 18, then he is a gross old man.
And like Cisco said, we'll give you the whole 2 hours of the show to gloat about it. But if that happens, but you know, because we'll be like, all right, you were right, you know, but shit, you know,
I fucking told you.
The thing is, at the end of the day, what I was going to say is I fear for her for so many other reasons than just that, though, because I think that she is not shaping up to be a great person. You know, at 17, she still doesn't have the best reputation from what I hear. And that scares me. More than just, you know, the Drake and her texting thing. Again, it's weird. But, you know, she's shitty. You know, I understand you're saying, like, she's 17, she has room to grow, for sure. I'm not saying she doesn't. But, you know, some people never come back from that, you know? We've seen a lot of child stars who've just gone shitty and never really came back from that, you know, at least have never been able to reboost their careers, you know. I mean, Justin Bieber is one of the very lucky ones that's been able to do it, you know, but like it rarely happens. Like once you kind of fuck up in this industry, you're never really able to come back from it, you know. It's at least in your career. Like we'll probably see her doing like Hallmark TV movies after that, but she'll never actually like get back to something on the level of like a Stranger Things. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's scary. You know, I don't know how to feel about it and her, and I'm scared for her for a lot of reasons. You know, in this industry because she is talented, and it would be a shame to let it all go to waste. You know, she's very talented. I just don't think. She wouldn't be somebody I'd want to hang out with right now, you know, and I shouldn't because I'm 28 and she's 17, but you know what I mean? I'm saying just the personalities wouldn't even mesh, you know, I don't think, because from what I hear, and David Harbour is one of the ones too, who called her out for, you know, being shitty because, you know, they were doing some panel together and she was pulling some shit apparently from what I hear, where she was like, I don't know, not letting him talk.
And you know, it's true that there's a Will Smith quote that I always use in my head when I talk about this because it's just the best way to describe it. But there's one time where he just said, you are who you hang with. And
the Drake's a shithead? Is that what you're getting at?
That's 100% true. That you at least 30-year-old people, then that's who she's going to become. You are who you hang with.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I'll listen to Will Smith. Hero of mine.
Listen to Will Smith.
Yeah, I'll listen to Will Smith. But I don't know. She hangs out with David Harbour too. She hangs out with Finn Wolfhard, you know. Or according to her, she hangs out with all her cast members. Like that's what I heard. She hangs out with all those guys. So either they're shitty people too, or you know, I don't know.
Or just not doing anything about it yet. Well, I mean, it's true though that it's true with all people that like, you know, you can have a bunch of friends and stuff, but there will be like the one or two that you really click with that you'll find like your personalities just match. the most. So like she could, you know, hang out with all of them and see them all regularly, but talk to Drake like every single day, or see him every single day and talk to him in the morning and night. Like, so that's the person that she's gonna be.
Yeah. I tried to find it too, because there was definitely an interview I saw where Finn Wolfhard like called her right out in the middle of an interview. I gotta find it though, because quick clip here.
But again, hysterical. I don't know. You literally have no idea.
Oh, you weren't done. I'm sorry. Your internet must have cut you out. Are you there, Samee? Did we lose you? She's frozen. She's frozen as fuck. Well, fuck it. I can't find the interview. But anyway, we're at 2 hours anyway, so we're good to go. Yeah. Anyway, Samee, thanks for being here. And
are we still here? We're good.
Barely. But yeah, we're gonna get going now. Thanks everybody for joining. Been a fun show. A lot of fun talking about Spider-Man, talking about Millie Bobby Brown. Good times. So yeah, we're out of here. Thanks Cisco for joining. Where can people find you before we take off?
Rampage_Misfit on Twitter, Misfit_Minded, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Stereo. I have a show Saturday matinee this week. We're doing the original Candyman and the new one that comes out this weekend. And also continuing to talk about What If. Movie Buffs just did our Ip Man series episode today. You can catch that on Stereo as well. And then next week we are doing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2 for Shang-Chi. Yeah. And then yeah, Sat Matinee Pod on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter for that show, on the socials everywhere. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got.
Hills, yeah. All right, I'll be sure to come in and talk to Edwin this Saturday. Yeah. Samee, where can people find you?
Yeah. You guys can find me. I'm on Instagram at Samee Ramirez 14. I'm on Twitter and Stereo at Samee Ramirez, and then hosting movie night, right here in the Anorak.
I'm gonna take over. She's hosting movie night every week on the Anorak Entertainment channel.
Entertainment podcast.
Go ahead.
We are doing. Oh, my back. Oh no, I was like, oh, am I freezing? Oh, yeah. I don't know.
You're back now.
Anyway,
Drake found out you were talking about him.
One. Yeah. Oh my God, Drake and Mickey Mouse are coming.
First it was Kevin Feige, and then Drake.
Do what I have to.
Drake, you hear this? You hear this,
bitch?
She's never gonna get through this.
I'll say it. I'll do what I have to. Am I back? Are we good?
Yeah.
We're good. We're here.
Your stuff's to the right. Cool. Or to the left of you. Anyway, all our stuff's to the right, guys. I'll put it up there one more time.
Yeah, it's to the right.
It's all there.
Movie night. Yeah. Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian's coming out.
Right, Prince Caspian's coming up here soon. I'll be on that one as well. Can't wait to talk about it. I already got my nice little Prince Caspian figure ready for you. So, very excited.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, yeah.
Is that the Caspian?
It is not the Caspian. It should be the Caspian. This is the only one my local flea market had, but it is King Miraz. King Miraz is what we got here. So, very exciting.
Weird.
Yeah, I know. It's cool figure.
A random character.
I know, but the armor, I love it. I had to get it when I saw it.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get going here, guys. Make sure you check me out on that episode as well. Come back here every week. We do have our Shang-Chi review up, and I want to thank everybody for the support we've been getting on that. We're definitely gonna try to drive the focus of this channel a little bit more towards short form stuff in the future. So look forward to more of that as well. And we'll always have the podcast here too for you guys, so don't worry, we're not going to get rid of that. We're not going to sacrifice this for short form stuff, but we're definitely going to try to shift some focus a little bit more towards short form stuff too. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it so much. And you can follow all my shits to the left of me. There we go. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.